Dice Dragon. Just use the code, get 10% off your first order. Shop today. New adventurers will get some things like a sticker pack with 3 stickers, free downloadable PDF adventure, a free mystery dice set. It's so sick. Hold on to your skull cause it might split. SkullSplitterDice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home. SkullSplitterDice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home.
Or you just need a little bit of a refresher as to what's going on in our campaigns, you can find that information over on our fandom wiki. There you'll find info about our PCs, our NPCs, and write-ups of all of our past episodes. But if reading isn't really your thing, you can also find arcs of our campaigns summarized in neat little 10-minute videos over on our YouTube, where you can also catch all of our past broadcasts. Thanks so much for watching, and welcome in! Ding!
Good evening. Welcome to the Tween News Network. I'm Ann Anchorman, and I have a breaking story for you here tonight. The pioneers of the soap game over at the Welcome Inn have decided to increase their already impressive collection of soaps. Now, as you're probably aware, they released a new soap recently with the Familiar Shop Etsy page. However, after the booming sales of their tavern-scented soap, they decided to double down and increase their collection. That's correct, folks. 4 new scents have been added to the Welcome Inn's collection of growing soaps. For a closer look at the details on this ever-growing story, we sent our man out to the streets to find out more. Hi, Anne. I'm here live in an alley with more of the unraveling story about these new twee soaps. We've just received word that all 4 of these soaps are themed around the off-the-rails characters from the Friday campaign. Characters such as Yona, the tome-wielding Warlock, Barney the Electrifying Druid, the bold Barbarian Brothos, and the world-traveled Paladin Rhystrata. Yes, we're also being told that you can purchase these soaps as part of a larger collection or individually if you'd like. Well, that's good news. Thank you for that detailed and very handsome report. Well, that's all we have for you tonight, folks. And remember, until next time, buy more soap. Take care. I wonder how this stuff tastes.
See in here, you nailed it!
The clock hit 0.
Matt, I'm going...
Because we weren't live earlier, Sloan.
I'm going to come through the internet and fucking kill you.
Yeah, Matt. I can't believe you made a bonesaw joke. That's
only one today.
That's totally off brand.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Off the
I'll see myself out.
Rails, our Friday show. Did you turn your camera off? Jackson almost killed you.
I caught it. I was looking this direction. It went off in my motherfucker.
I wasn't kidding. That wasn't me. My elastics. They're not working.
Sure.
That was perfect timing. Thanks, elastics.
Do you watch how quickly I trigger off of that stuff? It's
Hey,
insane. Hi.
This is our professional D&D stream show. Hang on while I adjust these rubber bands.
So I took my computer's broken. I did take it to Micro Center. The closest Micro Center to me is an hour and 10 minutes away.
I love Micro Center. That's like heaven.
I don't even know what that shit is.
It's a really good computer store.
Is it like a Best Buy?
Oh no.
Like a Circuit City?
It's what Best Buy wants to be.
Oh.
Best Buy's next to your cousin that only comes on holidays.
Fries
Like
like
a
that.
Sexy, but in like a white button shirt that doesn't really fit right. It's so an awkward
It's Best
place.
Buy's daddy, but a daddy who had like just a shit son, you know?
Yeah.
That's Best Buy.
Like a
Yum.
TJ Maxx.
Speaking
Micro
of,
Center's a DILF.
Best Buy was
Speaking of,
supposed to go into sports.
speaking of something else, our Friday show is about to begin, so strap in for that after whatever this turns out to be. But before that, we have to get into some announcements that don't relate to Circuit City.
Oh, that's me. That's my
is-
cue, guys.
We practiced this 1,000 times. I say Circuit City, you start the spiel.
Shit. Guys, scheduling stuff.
Circuit City.
Real talk.
Come on, Josh.
Some real circuit talk.
Boy,
It's snappy.
the emotional shift from what is happening here and what I have to announce is that unfortunately Irish Engraved will be taking a permanent hiatus moving forward. There is a lot of personal life stuff going on for a number of us, and we are not able to continue in the capacity that we have in the past. Unfortunately, it is very sad. We wanted to launch things and get going with it, and made it 5 sessions, but it is not in the cards for that group right now. So we'll be sharing some further announcements and getting that out to people as much as possible. It's not something we did lightly. We did our best to make it work, and unfortunately we're not able to do so. So moving from that, we have Off the Rails again on Friday, August 26th, which is very, very exciting and fun. So this cast and crew will be back.
Another Bonesaw joke. Ready to
Every
go.
time. However, after that, we will be moving to bi-weekly scheduling for this program, my friends, which means that we will be alternating every other Friday. We're still going to be here. It's still going to be awesome. But we've been at this for a very long time, and folks deserve maybe a little bit of a weekend. So we're going to be shifting to that scheduling, my friends. Of course, none of this awesome programming which will be persisting couldn't happen. Fucking hell. I could not talk today. Anybody else?
Happen.
Yeah, it couldn't not happen without our good sponsors, our dear friends over at Skull Splitter Dice. Guys, Skull Splitter Dice. Not
I was the one
only.
getting their skull split.
Oh, are you okay?
No.
Okay, Skull Splitter Dice, not only do they sponsor
taking a
our
big run.
amazing programming, but they also sponsor a fantastic giveaway that you can get on during the break. Put in *win in chat during that break, and you can get yourself entered to win a skull mug filled with approximately 100 of Skull Splitter's finest dice. Followers get 1 entry, subscribers get 2. If you're going to subscribe to it beforehand, it's not retroactive. And in the meantime, go check out Skull Splitter. Their link is in chat, and they're very good. We love them. Of course, our second sponsors this month are our awesome friends over at Wooded Meadows Gaming. Guys, Wooded Meadows Gaming, they make a bunch of handcrafted wooden D&D accoutrements, whether that be dice trays, candles, which aren't made of wood, I guess, but they're candles. They're very cool.
Hope they're not made of
You should check out these products, because I'm doing a really good job articulating them. You should check out these products in the Etsy shop. They're very, very
I think
strong.
that a wooden candle is just a stick.
Yeah,
torch.
it's a lawsuit, I think.
It's a fire.
Don't they have like the wooden mix
Minecraft.
on the- I've seen that. Creeper.
Guys, the way the Wooded Meadows giveaway works is anytime we get a critical success or critical failure,
Hey, count on that for me.
you get to
Hell yeah.
enter in that giveaway. It opens for about 5 minutes. You can use #WM anytime during that 5-minute window to get entered, and then we draw at the end of the week, which today is at the end of this session. So we'll be doing a drawing at the end of this session. Get yourselves in that giveaway as soon as one of us roll terribly or fantastically. We'll see what happens.
Shit.
And then, Sean, over to you for our last sponsor.
Oh, well, guys, our favorite edible dice company. I can't stop saying that. We're going to get sued like crazy. The Familiar Shop, we're still partnered with them. Their store has recently reopened after a short hiatus. And if you'd like to get soaps themed around the inn or this cast of characters, Rhystrata, not currently here, but the soap is still there.
She's coming back.
Yes, this is no Nisha soap, which is unfortunate. But
No,
you can
it's
still-
it's Nisha's soap. He stole it.
they smell the exact same, folks.
It's not the same.
It's a double-sided soap. Each side
Seriously.
smells like the other character.
I don't know. The
crazy.
soaps smell the same. I feel like there's might be
a
some clue
conspiracy.
there.
Anyways, you can eat it, you can not eat it, but you could also buy it at their Etsy store page.
Don't eat
The
the
familiar ship. Okay, whatever. If you want to be some sort of square, don't eat the soap. Anyways, we very much appreciate if you guys would go support their page with all the other things they sell, dice bags. I believe they have like a gelatinous cube that's filled with dice. That's pretty cool that you could use as soap until you find a little dice surprise in your shower drain. Yeah. I don't use bar soap that often, so I don't know what that shit is.
Surprise, D4.
but-
I will say I used it on my little hands. The part that I didn't carve. Soft. My hands were so soft.
Yeah, you carved.
That's what I'm talking about. The lather. Nobody gets
Good.
it when I say the lather on these
Nobody
soaps.
gets the lather.
I gotta tell you,
It's
one of
premium
the best
lather,
lathers I've
right?
ever experienced.
Good lather.
Yeah.
Solid.
All of the reviews go on for almost paragraphs about the
10 out
lather.
of 10.
It seems like they're actually losing their minds a little bit, but
All from one account. It's really weird. Anyway,
Sloan?
my last announcement before, what time is it? 10 minutes?
Game.
Before our game tonight is
Get your
our
head in the game.
charity for this month. To get out of here is St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, a fantastic organization that helps try and limit or eliminate childhood cancer. They've gone from 20% in like the 1950s to 80% now, and they're aiming for 100% of survivability rate for children. And the best part is none of the families that visit these hospitals have to pay for their treatment. It is a fantastic ray of hope for parents in one of the darkest times a parent can experience. So, if you can support this cause in this time, we very much ask you to do so before our donations switch to the next charity next month. Please support them. Thank you very much. Bam, bam. 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 Anyone else?
Bam, 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 bam.
Bam. This is sponsored by Tools Proficiency, which Sean's gonna give us. The new Tools Proficiency that is
What?
in the UA. Because Sean said that we can use it, so it's happening.
What?
First
What
of all,
tools
I didn't say
proficiency?
that. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're supposed to say yes and, Sean.
Yes, and Sean.
Yes
off.
and.
I'm okay
My
with
kind of
no,
improv.
maybe.
I genuinely have no idea what tool proficiency you're talking about. But probably, I
It's
don't
just
care.
yeah, it's just new UA that says instead of just adding your proficiency for your tool proficiencies, you also add extra proficiency. Fuck, I gotta look at it again. I don't know words.
Do you add a proficient skill and then the tool? I've been doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
never
It's just getting
the modifier.
standardized.
Yeah, you just add another and then the tool. Stack it
Yeah.
all up.
Yeah, add your proficiency bonus on each ability check you have with it. Anyway, it's cool.
That is pretty rad. They're not sponsoring today's episode.
No, they're not.
But I do think that's cool.
It's
and we
sponsored
can
by the
talk
Love and
about it.
Sean's part that lets exist.
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt this bit,
Mhm.
but breaking news, I can't hear anything.
From any of us?
Sarah, can you help me?
Yeah.
I'm using Sarah's laptop.
I'll be back.
Exit stage right.
Turn on subtitles.
Just bam. Oh yeah, put subtitles on in the Google
got the
chat.
CC.
Everyone
in
pretend to talk to Sloan.
Oh, Sloan can't hear us saying to put the subtitles on.
Oh, well, yeah, we actually, us just talking right now does the trick.
Well, they could
I know you're
read-
not fucking saying anything, Josh.
You could read the closed captioning
Closed
on our...
captioning definitely says it.
Anyways, so
Guys, we're galaxy brain here.
that's big stuff. Guys, we took 2 weeks off. This happens every time we come back to the stream.
How you guys been?
It's always a little bit crazy. Things have been pretty good, actually. I got a few weeks off from Bonesaw, so I'm ready to get back at it in a big way. You guys aren't even going to believe what's coming up next in this campaign.
I take
It's
it more
Bonesaw.
Yeah, that's what we always want.
No. But until they get that squared away, I'm just going to go ahead and do the recap.
That seems like a solid thing to do.
Because why not? So, when last we left our heroes, there was a plan being formed. After a quick talk with Vi, the owner of the Hawk Perch Tavern, and informant for the castaways who recently they were given contact for some reason to deal with a problem that the Spellbreakers had brought to this small, sleepy town. Vi directed them towards a small warehouse in which they had seen some strange activity, some shipments coming in the night and some strange figures skulking around. The group came up with a very interesting and well thought through plan to approach this house covered by some of their allies and see what information they could find out. After a bit of stilted conversation and some very suspicious behavior from the individual inside, they were invited into the warehouse, where it seemed like these less than well-meaning individuals sought to put a quick end to the questions that were coming at them, attacking the party. And because they successfully flanked this building, these people had the shit beat out of them pretty quickly. But not before our combat newbie possumed the fuck out of that fight real quick and
Bye.
gave everyone else a heart attack as they thought they had died.
You sword hurt in my face.
It was one of the best uses of that spell I've ever seen. In fact, I think it's the only use of that spell I've ever seen.
Hey, nice. I'm special.
It's very good. However, the combat heating up a bit with a now deceased comrade, very quickly, two of these three individuals were dispatched with some haste and some fury, and one was left alive, though very badly injured, taking them back to the inn to hopefully question them and put to rest their fallen comrade. Brothos was surprised to find that, oh, not dead. Nisha's just playing dead for a little bit. Oopsies, first time I cast that spell. Oh well, what you gonna do?
Too bad you're a bag until the seeming spell goes away.
God, that was beautiful.
We dispelled that, right? That got fixed? We're
I
done.
believe you did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool, okay.
So, you have all regrouped in the inn's interior. I don't believe you were settling down for a long rest, but it is getting later in the day. You were talking last, I remember, about where to go for the night. You felt safe being in this tavern, if you wanted to go explore some of the other options you had before you, or if you just wanted to try and spend the night. And I will...
We got rooms here.
Yeah, did
Right?
we
You do.
decide
You're
that we were
currently
going
in
to
one of them.
stay in the... We were going to try and check out the tower? Because we do have this dude with us, right?
I want just like maybe a day to prepare some spells that I think might be helpful when we get in there.
For the tower?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know, just safety wise.
That's fair.
You know-
That's fair.
Want to have maybe a little stone shape. Some other things. I don't even know if I have stone shape, but if I have it, then I want to pack it.
Well, do we want to have this guy in the inn? Or...
I think we should watch him. Can we take turns? Like while we're on watch, somebody watches that guy?
Got you covered.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
I know you love Destiny, but
Indeed. All my screens moved!
yeah,
What's
his screen
happening?
just jumped around. The stream just switched to Josh's Discord, not you guys, for a second.
Amazing.
oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
My screens have all changed. I apologize.
Nisha kind of looks to the dude who's tied up, correct?
Yes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's pretty well tied up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Who wants to shower first? I'll go.
Nice.
Okay. So you're all going to stay here for the night, do some watches.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like it.
Yep.
Okay. So what's the order look like?
Stick around.
Yeah,
I think-
big question.
I think Nisha will take a watch with someone. Probably Yona?
I'm taking a watch with everybody.
That's true.
That is right.
Just doesn't want to be alone.
Okay. So,
Spooky gone.
I will
Barney?
also take a watch with Yona.
Okay.
But I'll
Can I
go
get
at
a
whatever.
Brothos? Can I
Oh
get a
fuck, that didn't help because
yeah, I
Yona does
asked
all the watches.
for order.
Shit. Who's doing it first? Who's on first?
I'll go first. I can go first.
Okay.
Okay. I guess Nisha will go second.
Yeah, it's a different thing now that you don't get 4-hour naps.
Nisha needs to sleep. Yeah. He needs a lot of sleep. He's a growing boy.
Okay. Brothos is either gonna go third or last.
Oh my gosh, I am so incredibly third.
Okay. Well, Yona will field one by himself. Sounds good.
Oh,
So,
What about Dren?
Nothing will go wrong.
he sleeps.
Yeah,
Oh.
Jen sleeps the whole time.
And sleep.
he's a baby.
He had a big
Don't
day.
wake the baby.
Who's the little baby?
Oh, baby boy right there. Oh, he's so cute.
I am a big baby.
I put the blanket on him. Oh, look at that,
He
he's so
snores
cozy.
like crazy.
Oh.
You guys do have 2 rooms. I just want to point that out. Are you all sleeping in the same room to do watches?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we can maybe Yona
distraction
is in
room.
the same room with the guy, and then everybody just
Piles into the other
does a
one.
little circle.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. So, Barney, you're up first.
Yep.
Anything special you're doing on watch? Or are you just
Yeah,
watching?
I do. Is this guy? How's he doing? How's he looking?
He was pretty fucked up from that fight. Especially afterwards with, I think Brothos broke some of his ribs.
Oh, just a little
yeah.
bit.
There was a
Don't
bit
be
of
a
light
baby.
healing. Yeah, okay. There was a bit of light healing done after the fact, so he is not in threat of dying, but he took quite the beating.
Okay. That he's on watch. Ugh. Such an awkward situation. You know, we just fought this
Yeah.
guy. We killed a bunch of his comrades.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did try to kill us.
They
first.
did try to kill us. That's true.
That is true.
He just kind of sits down in a huff a little bit, across from this guy, and crosses his arms and settles in and doesn't look at him and then looks at him. Do you want? I can probably make that hurt less. It uses magic, but
Make a persuasion check.
fitting.
Shedding?
Fitting. 12.
12.
12.
Okay. There isn't a lot of energy behind his words. There is a very defeated nature and someone who knows the situation they're currently in, or at least expects they know the situation they're in. Just sort of looks up at you through this very dirtied, greasy, sort of blood-stained hair. Just says, "Do whatever you want, but don't touch me with magic."
That's really hard because magic makes a lot of things helpful to healing. It 2 of your ribs were definitely broken before we kind of brought you back to waking up and not dying. So magic has already been used on you, offensively and helpfully.
Correct. I wouldn't have broken ribs if your friend didn't cave in my sides with that flaming hammer.
Well, he wouldn't have caved in your sides if your people hadn't attacked us.
If you ask me, we were right to still.
But were you, though? Because really, we were just asking questions, and you started to attack us out of the blue, which is a bit rude. So...
Couldn't take any chances. You were trying to get back to camp.
I don't get all this resistance, you know. It would actually help you. What's the deal? Like, why? Why? It's just a little magic.
It's not just a little magic. It's easy to convince yourself when it makes life simple. Try thinking of the last thing you did with your magic that wasn't fixing a problem caused by magic. Yeah. Not that simple, is it?
Okay, I've fixed plenty of problems that also weren't caused by magic. It kind of sucks to have some rando come up to you and be like, hey, that thing that you do to help people. Fuck that.
I'm sure there are plenty of people who use it for good. But there are just as many who use it incorrectly.
Or you don't think I use it for good?
Didn't say that. I just think your good's not worth their bad.
I didn't... I think that you're closed-minded.
Think what you'd like.
I didn't have, like, anything before I was able to use magic. You know, this shit, like, it saved my life. It's what I do. I help people all the time. I wasn't like...
choice. Were you born with these gifts?
No. No,
So
I just
you learned
found
them.
them.
Right. Things got easier from then.
Well, not necessarily. I still deal with shit, you know? It makes some things easier, but it's just a different way to do stuff. I started doing it and I kept doing it because I liked it, and there was nothing else that I had ever done that I was good at and I liked.
Doing something just because you like it makes it right?
Well, I don't have anything else that I can do.
Well, maybe you would have found something if you didn't have to fall back on magic.
You don't know who the fuck I am.
I don't. But you're presenting a pretty singular image of yourself tied to your spells.
Well, so what?
You think us evil. All we're asking is that people find out who they are without this arcane. Why is that such a terrible thing?
Because you're trying to take it away forcibly.
Right. Would you give it up willingly?
No.
Then what other option do we have?
Not taking things away forcefully. You know, if you ask someone, hey, you want to stop doing magic? And they're like, no, leave me alone. There's your answer.
It's the wrong answer.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Well, You have your beliefs. I'll hold to mine. Now, how long do I have to live?
I don't... We're not gonna... I'm not going to kill you.
Interesting. So I'm free to go.
No.
All right.
We
So
don't
what
know what we're
exactly-
doing yet. We don't know what we're doing yet. We're deciding.
Right. Well. Till you decide then.
Barney pouts. And doesn't look at him for the rest of his watch.
I apologize for that.
No, that was great.
My fucking -1 to wisdom, Nisha cannot engage in this kind of conversation. Where is my paladin?
All right. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to do on your watch, and Yona, if you'd like to do anything, in this time, obviously.
Would this portion of the watch be considered a short rest for me in terms
Technically,
of?
yes.
Okay. If not, I can wait. It doesn't matter.
According to D&D 1 or 1D&D or whatever the fuck. It's in the UA. Go check it out. It looks pretty good.
I gotta read. Oh no.
Sorry, I realized that I didn't answer the question. I'm done. I'm good.
Okay. So you did technically a short rest, Yona.
Oh, word. Let's go.
Mhm.
Not that I'm gonna like do anything different.
That's totally fair. Go ahead and make a perception check if you'd be so kind, Sloan and Yona.
I'm God.
Ooh, I'm God's friend.
I got a 26.
I got a 26 too, but I rolled a natural 20 in my perception.
Hey!
That giveaway! Whoop,
Let's
whoop!
go.
Hey,
That's
we're
my
what,
first roll.
half an hour in on the dot.
Fuck yeah.
Congratulations. First
Hell
open
yeah!
I love
2
this
minutes.
game. Have I
2
told
minutes.
y'all? I love this game.
It's a good game. man.
I love this game.
Hell yeah.
Playing
what is
DVD.
What were you saying when this
Hashtag
announcement was gonna happen?
WM. Go ahead and
I
type
don't-
that in chat for the next 2 minutes to enter into our giveaway. We're pulling at the end of this session. Thanks to Yona's wonderful critical perception check.
You're welcome.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
You're welcome
yeah.
in.
Oh
Oh
my
did we
my
see?
god.
He said the
Fucking-
thing.
Roll credits,
Amazing.
guys.
We're
This is
out.
off the rails.
So, as you take time to talk to this individual, and obviously the conversation doesn't take the full 2 hours, but there is a little bit of distraction in thought and distraction in the conversation. Nevertheless, you are both steadfast in your belief that looking out the window, you don't see anything you would consider as off. There are no people visible through the entire top section of this cliffside. Any of the buildings, no lights. Everything is pretty much asleep in this town. And your watch completes uneventful.
I go to sleep. I lay down in bed and I turn over with my blanket over my shoulder.
So just don't think about it too hard. It's just get some rest.
Thanks, Yona.
All right, Nisha, you ready to go?
Yeah, Nisha like wakes up. I guess Yona wakes him up and like just kind of edges next to Yona, staring at this prisoner, kind of with the vibe of a startled cat. Just like edging around, finally sits down. It's always out of the corner of his eye, even if he's not looking. And he's like, "First one go all right?"
Yeah, it went well. Barney did some talking, and then we just kind of sat to our own thoughts for a minute. So, unless you have any questions you think might be worth asking, it's been pretty quiet for most of the night.
What kind of questions would I ask?
So yeah, with this part of the adventuring stuff, I'm just gonna kind of like turn a bit and be like, I'm not too good at this type of stuff when it comes to like interrogations. That was more of like our friend Rhystrata's deal and Brothos. They were the ones that were kind of like the like intimidating factors. I'm not necessarily like
Damn, Sean.
one to. Is that a chug jug from Fortnite?
Get hydrated, bro.
Let's
it's a
go.
gallon.
Dude,
It's a gallon.
get
Moist.
hydrated,
Get
my
hydrated.
guy.
A day on it.
Oh wow! Wait, it's for each day.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't mean to interrupt that
Damn.
drink. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, that's great.
Please.
You're mid sip. This is rude. But yeah, I'm not too good at the whole like interrogation thing with asking questions, and I don't really know what the aftermath of all this is gonna look like. Like, obviously, we're not gonna like kill him or anything, but I just don't know what to do from here.
Is this guy sleeping or is he just vibing?
He is dozing,
All right.
especially with you guys whispering this
right.
conversation out of earshot. He does seem to be drifting.
Go to sleep.
Oh,
What, with a pillow?
no, he's just like leaning up against the wall.
You see two mage hands come up just with a pillow.
Go to sleep.
Over his face.
All right. I don't really have any questions.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to. There's not like a process we need to follow necessarily. We're just making sure he doesn't warn others, I guess,
They don't-
of what's
They
happening.
don't like magic, right?
From what I can gather, yeah, they're just not a fan of it. They made a point saying like a lot of the problems people fix with magic were problems that were caused by magic, which I guess to a point can be right, but like I wouldn't necessarily say like monsters and creatures were caused by magic. They just exist on their own and can kind of cause havoc and chaos. That would have been good to bring up last time. Oh. Dang,
So
it's
am
always
I-
like after the fact.
Am I gonna get in trouble if I talk to you about magic with him here? Like, is there gonna be like a rock that falls from the sky, or
Oh, I would
an
hope not. No,
explosion that goes off, or
no, we're good.
I
I
don't-
don't. Yeah, no, we just.
a lot of things going against my expectations these days.
Hey,
I just try and
You're doing great. A-okay. Totally fine.
I just kind of want to talk about something that isn't everything that happened today.
Of course, yeah. What did you have in mind?
Your magic's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
So you don't really know. That sounds rude. I'm sorry. Were you born with your magic?
No, I wasn't. I didn't have any magical abilities or anything like that until, I guess I would say pretty recently. But this was not a gift I was given by birth, if that's what you mean. Were you born with your powers?
It's a little complicated. But it's not that complicated. It's just that I had some and then I got more, if that makes sense. And some of it just kind of came, and then it was helpful to figure it out better. But how did...
Yeah, so I mean, and I'll just pull out the book and just kind of rest it on my leg and say it's. So I went to the Septaran Institute. I'm just whispering that because I don't want that keyword name to wake this guy up for some reason.
That's his activation phrase.
Yeah, he's a sleeper agent. Oh no.
Break,
He just did a winter soldier.
Fruity, nutty butters.
And yeah, so when I was there, learned a lot of things about magic and came across this book, and I'm pretty aware of like how different spells are cast and things like that. So it's mainly from just my knowledge of like what I learned, but through my book is where I kind of can do things in most cases. I don't think it's a normal way of how people cast magic, if I'm being honest. And I haven't really told many people about it, so I guess trying to form it into an explanation is a bit hard. So sorry if it sounds vague. It's all new.
No, it's just strange because I thought you were a mage.
Yeah, because of how weird it is, I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
because you're.
I try and just
smart.
keep that as. Oh, I appreciate that. I don't hear that often. It's more.
Ow! Nope. Have Rhystrata compliment Yona more.
No, I just meant like for people just recently having met. I'm sure you guys have called me smart at some point, right? Roll the tape.
Like all the time.
Yeah, I feel like all the time. But what was the question? I'm sorry, I distracted myself.
Misha said, "I just thought you were a wizard because you seemed smart."
Yeah, well, it's because I did have the knowledge, I guess, of how like wizards act normally from being at the Institute. It was the easiest cover to just say I'm a wizard, and Big Spellbook helps with that, and kind of just saying, hey, it's magic, and usually people don't look further into it unless they have a reason to.
Interesting. It's just a book.
Kind of. Okay, I'm gonna level with you, because obviously you're in with the group now, and it's pretty deep at this point. This is a bit more than a book. I'm actually doing a favor for a friend, and I'll flip the book open and just flip through all the pages just to show it's completely blank, with nothing there, or at least to you, you don't see anything that's in there. Yeah, so that's kind of the point of
As
that.
you're flipping through the pages, one of them just says, "Just a book."
But it's more than that. And then I'll just go through the details of explaining like the I would say surface level, not like the whole we were underground for weeks on end trying to fight this thing, and we woke a vampire guy. He wasn't a vampire. We made it seem like it was though. Yeah, so I have this, and I'm trying to help fix all the bad in the world. But there's other stuff can kind of get in the way. Not all the bad. There's this. I mean, but not to say like all the good. I have a mission to do, and this is part of it. And that's where I'm get my powers from.
Are these, and points back to the dozing dude, part of your mission?
No, but I think they are a major inconvenience to it. Because the whole like, we don't like magic, and magic is pretty cool and helps a lot of people with stuff. So it's not easy to do the rest of that when that's kind of happening and gets in the way.
Yeah. I guess I get it, kind of.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you get any part of it, that's appreciated, because I'm still trying to figure it all out too. Seems like every day a different thing changes, and you think you're going one way, and then we pivot. And
I meant more about the. Yeah, too.
Yeah. What did you mean?
More about the not trusting or liking magic. I mean, it's not that I don't use it, but I don't know.
No, it's fair. I mean, hey, I would say insert amount of time, because I forget how much time has passed in game since this happened. I didn't have any powers. I was just working in a library. and just taking courses at the institute. So
Yeah, it's. I'm not saying that all magic is bad. I'm just saying that I understand why someone like you or me would be frightened by someone if they didn't have anything. Maybe being together is a way to feel big.
yeah. So who knows what they're... I'm curious to see if, because they want to have all of magic gone, but they don't want to work with magic to rid magic of stuff. Because I feel like the lack of magic, or these like stones, I'll point to those little null stone things we have, isn't that, wouldn't that be like a form of magic, or like to stop itself? It feels like it's somewhat hypocritical. I don't know, I'm theorizing at this point.
You ever tried
Touching it?
taking them out?
Oh, no, I haven't tried that because I feel like it might just fizzle. But I don't know. Usually, whenever you try and like do magic, just more moss grows on the rocks. Until I guess if it can't handle, from what I know from the last time we had used it, it was like when we had the deck wrapped, like a bunch of moss grew and then it just didn't work anymore, right?
You had like a bracelet made out of little like pebbles tied together that work as handcuffs. It did not seem to be able to handle the deck.
Gotcha. Which Rhystrata has
Nice.
right now, right?
You.
Okay.
You asshole.
Yeah, that's not it.
Yeah. Rhystrata ran off with them cards.
Woo.
He's gone.
Pull all of them off camera.
Unfortunate about that highway robbery that happened.
Oh no.
Oh no. But no, yeah, I guess there's nothing to do but have them then. Yeah, I guess I see both sides because the person who employed me didn't have magic, as far as I know. Seemed pretty good at causing a certain amount of havoc, but who knows? I mean, he had me.
Well, and I think too, like, with the point that they're making, and Barney had tried to bring this up to him, but it didn't land too well in terms of, I don't know what this dude was. I don't know. He's really good at debating. But
He's a debate bro.
Yeah, he really is a debate bro.
That's good.
Debate me.
But the point Barney had made was just that obviously there's people that do bad things, but for the people that do try to do good and help, like people who employ you to help them in cases, I'm not sure what their alignments may be in terms of if it's good or bad, but at least for people who don't have powers, they can rely on people who do have magic to help them. And I've seen very capable people who don't have magic at all still make their way around the world without any issues. So it's hard to say that all magic is bad, and their methods of stopping people from having magic, it's very aggressive and doesn't seem right.
I mean, I guess I don't really know what it would be like for people like me, you know? So I guess that's the only part that's... I mean, you take away my instruments and my components and things like that, and I'm still magic, so what does that mean?
Yeah, that's a bit... See, that would be a good point to bring up to him, but he's asleep right now. Okay, we'll keep that thought there, because that...
really want to
that
talk
is a
to
good-
him.
You don't have to... Okay, it's fine. I'll write it down for a later point to bring up, but that is you're onto something with that. That I don't think. I'm sure they've thought of it, but at the same time, it just doesn't seem right because you can't control if you were born with magic or have that, and it just doesn't seem fair for them to try and take something like that away, especially at the level that they're trying to with the contraptions that they're building to do that. It's a lot.
Yeah. Is it always that? Is it always like that? Fighting?
Yeah, I can't really think of any other way it can go in most cases when it gets to be this serious for stuff like that. If you're lucky, you can sometimes get into a scuffle and not necessarily kill them, but at least hurt them enough to scare them off, or if they run. But a lot of those times, it's going to be pretty do or die. In a lot of those cases, it takes some getting used to. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Yeah. All right. Just kind of pulls his knees up to his chest.
Okay.
I'll see that and say, do you need to talk more about what happens? I know you said you didn't really want to think about it too much, but it never hurts if you need to like talk out what you're feeling.
I don't want to fight.
Okay.
I'm not. I can't not.
Well, I don't think you need to make yourself do something you don't want to do. That's not fair to you, and it's not fair to anyone else, because then you're putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation to try and make sure everyone else can be happy, and that gets messy. All this to say, you don't have to fight and like hurt people to still help and be a part of things if that's something you're not like ready to do. One of the people we were talking about before they had opened the door, our friend that was in the forest that I think I'd showed you the book of all the writings and stuff like that, hasn't heard a single person in their entire life, and they were a great person, and they didn't do any type of like injury or harming in any way. It was honestly impressive. I'm impressed they made it that far without having to like hurt anybody. It just speaks to how good they were.
I guess I just... I told you that I'm hiding. And
Yeah,
if
you
they
mentioned it.
find me, then if I don't know how to fight, then
That's true.
So
I'll tell you what. If you are not wanting to fight, and you're traveling with us as long as you are, and you don't care to do any fighting or engagement and stuff like that, we'll make sure nothing comes close to you in harm's way, and you'll be A-okay. If you change your mind and you do decide you want to fight, we're more than happy to help. And I can't really teach much, but Brothos is really good with teaching like hand-to-hand type of stuff. Barney's really good with knowing like how to control elements and things that can... I don't know if you can do that type of magic as well, but Barney's pretty cool, does like lightning stuff. And I can give a good lecture on most historical facts and knowledges of the world. But that's not more of a combat thing. That's more of just me. But you don't have to fight if you don't want to. But we have your back if you do want to.
Yeah. Thanks. I think I'm just gonna think for a little bit.
Well, I'm here if you need me, and take all the time you need.
Right. It seems it's like there's so many thoughts swirling in that little pea-sized brain. It's not a pea.
Rattling around.
He's pretty smart. He
dust
does
up.
not know how to verbalize a single one. So
Absolutely.
he just taking a watch.
Okay. Then both of you go ahead and make me your perception checks.
Hell yeah, I'm not good at that.
Ready for another natural 20? Let's get it.
Oh, those
Would you
are
believe
pretty
me?
dice.
Did you roll a natural 20?
No. I wish I did.
That'd be
That's
cool.
why I
You'd-
wish if you guys would believe me, that'd be dope.
you'd have the giveaway.
No, yeah, it's 21.
I got a 19.
21. 19. Very good. In
Oh, is this? Okay. I didn't know if Nisha was in the campaign, so I didn't know if you could see my roll or not.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
not even on that page. You're good.
Gotcha.
As the night continues, there again conversation is had, so watches are a little distracted here and there, but not impossible. Your watch goes quietly. You can hear at this point in the night the last of the patrons in the bar below start to file back to their houses. And now the entire city, including this building, is silent. But that would be the end of your watch. So now
Do
it's
my
Brothos'
show.
turn.
Crawl into bed. Avoiding eye contact with Brothos, who I sobbed in the arms of not 2 hours ago. Very personally embarrassing.
Sounds good.
Okay, good night. Weird.
Yep, alright.
I don't know.
Hey, Brothos. I think he's still kind of rattled with.
Why do you look
Everything that
rattled
happened.
like that?
Are you
Do
asking
I
me?
look what are you
Yeah,
asking me?
Yona.
Oh, I'm not rattled. I was saying he was looking rattled.
Oh, you look rattled too. You look like a person who has had a conversation for like, really deep conversation for like 4 hours.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I mean, I have for some time.
So insightful.
I also
Shut up! I got a 16 already.
also
I wasn't
haven't
kidding.
actually like slept in a couple months at this point. I think so that could also be a part of that too.
I feel like if that were a problem, you'd be dead by now, Yona.
Yeah,
Keeps making those saves.
keep making them. Oof. Well, so far it's been pretty quiet. He's sleeping. He's really good at debating.
Debating?
Still anti-magic. He just,
Fishing?
no, more of like arguing, but like not politely, but not like yelling, if that makes sense. Like, and I'll
How
just try
can you
and
argue without yelling at someone?
Describe debating in giant, just to
you.
be like the common tongue with Brothos to be like,
Oh, Sisterhafen.
Verslution.
Därför det högsta har du förstår.
I can only do that for so many times. But yep.
Okay. So he was debating what with you?
It was more of Barney was leading the helm on that one. and
Oh,
it was,
I bet Barney's really good at debating.
I thought so too, but he just had counterpoint after counterpoint and just got to Barney really quick, and it didn't go for much longer.
Oh, arguments can
And
be
they weren't even
that.
like good counterpoints. They were just like, I know you are, but what am I? And like very weak responses.
Let's calm down.
Well, okay though, but you like me, right?
Yeah.
I would not exist if magic did not exist.
Exhibit A. Or
Period.
Exhibit B for Brothos.
Unlike, okay, people have magic and they use it for good and bad, right?
Yep.
Also, there are people who have more physical strength than someone, or
Exactly.
more capacity for book learning than someone. That doesn't make people inferior to one another. It might give somebody like a chance or opportunity in various spaces, but magic is not infallible. We all nearly die all the time and we have magic. So I don't know. It seems like a lot of gum flapping.
I could not agree more, and I'm writing down everything you're saying. Just you see, Ona go.
Oh, what did
These
you
are
write?
Great points.
Oh, those
Every
are my
point that
words.
we weren't able to say from here. I'm just making a list so that when we get back at it and the whole group's here, we can just be like, well, and just go down the list.
Y'all, I'm so sorry to interrupt this amazing RP. I have to say, I was in debate in high school, and this is just reminding me of those cross examinations where while the other person would be debating, we'd just be madly writing in our notebooks, oh, this is gonna fucking get them when the cross examination.
No.
Showing our notes to each other ravenously.
You heard what they said? You heard they said? Yeah, they said that. They said that. I don't know, but because that's exactly what Nisha was saying with being born by magic and by having magic. Just because you can learn how to do it, if it gets taken away, you can't take away what you were and are. So it doesn't seem fair to have that be their mainstay of an argument of just magic is bad.
Well,
problems are all caused by magic, and it just doesn't seem right.
It's like what you have legal systems, right?
Yep.
So maybe we do. There are certain magic things that aren't okay.
That we've done a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean rules don't apply to us, obviously.
That is a legal loophole. Yes, you are right.
I'm not even a citizen.
What was the guy saying about this again?
Write that down.
I build up this perfect argument and then I just knock it all over.
There's a last point started and then slightly crossed out.
No. But
no.
We
rules don't apply. Nope.
Also, some rules are stupid. So you can't park your donkey here on a Tuesday evening. Fuck you! Don't tell me where to park my donkey. The donkey's fine. It's not hurting anybody.
Exactly.
What if it did?
Yeah, what?
Didn't you feel like shit?
I just started arguing with Sean.
The guy just woke up and said, "But what if your donkey did?"
Donkey suck.
That's another rib.
Punch debate. No.
A punch debate.
No, but this is more complicated than no magic all the time or all magic all the time. I don't know a lot, but one thing I do know is all of this is complicated. So, binary, is that the thing? 0 and 1?
Not where I'm concerned, brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a spectrum.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Right? There is... It can't just be one way or the other. It's too complicated for that.
Yeah, and honestly, with what they were saying, where it was all the fog stuff that's here is caused because of magic, and it's okay, if we're trying to stop it, are these moss rocks really gonna do that? And that's gonna stop all the fog?
Moss rocks? Oh, yeah.
Okay. So really, their thoughts don't really make much sense in terms of we're gonna stop all the magic by just throwing rocks at it or whatever that contraption was that they were building. It just doesn't make any sense. And obviously, I know this isn't their main. I don't think it's this. They fight other things aside from this, right? For the Spellbreakers, as far as we know.
Me?
I'm asking God.
Hi. You're asking if they fight other things?
Yeah, this isn't their all the Spellbreakers were for. It's just this fog, right? They've going.
Oh no,
right?
No.
This is just their current.
Yes.
Dealings.
From what you understand, this is a depending on who you ask, a global issue. They have small contingencies that seem to crop up in different places. This is just the most recent you've come across of that.
Gotcha. Because if that's the case, what is their plan gonna be? They're just gonna roll that big anti-magic thing into the fog and cross their fingers in hopes that it would take care of everything.
It works for
don't
us
think-
when we do it.
That is true. So, in a point to try and change their mind, Brothos, is what I'm getting at. To at least
We're trying to
see
convince these people not to think that thing that they think.
of the hating magic, yes. Of the fog being bad, we can all agree on that. That's not a good thing.
Oh,
the
maybe if
forgetful
we
fog.
fix the fog, that would convince them.
Yes, but I mean, from what he said, there's like 50 people in the waterfall, if I put that down right. So, if he's telling the truth, that's
They
like,
tried to kill Nisha and all of us, so, you know,
yeah.
we can also just... Buncha.
But 50 people, though, is
Well,
a lot of people.
No, I mean, we, like, do Rhystrata stuff, so, you know, like, distract a few of them, separate them, pick them off a few at a time, you know.
Gotcha. Okay. That could work.
Or we, like, I don't know, knock the waterfall over? Can you do that?
I don't think I can. I'm just thumbing through the book. Just being
Mass murder Tuesday.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
like
I'm
that
the
episode.
worst, guys.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob where they move the town from the worm. Why don't we take the waterfall and put it somewhere else?
Look,
but I mean, hey,
I
that's
don't-
a thought. If there's a cave or something behind the waterfall, we could maybe like close it out so that they can only leave through just one tiny door and single file. We just grab one person at a time and then tie them up and say stop doing bad stuff, and then because that's a lot to people to have to deal with.
Or there is Brothos is getting a little dark, but I feel like his experiences would, especially recently, support that a little bit. Would just kill enough of them to make them stop. Right? It doesn't have to be all of them, but that worked with this group too.
Yeah, I guess. I know based on like today's events,
They're going to try and hurt you. And me, and Barney, and Nisha, and they're going to try... So... And the law's not doing anything about them. I know
I just don't.
this might not be the best morality, but... I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard when everything usually gets resolved in some type of conflict where someone at the end of the day is losing their life.
Well, we try our best. You guys tried talking to them, and then what? They, like, brought you into their house and stabbed Nisha.
Yeah, I did bring that up as a point to them. Like, they kind of buried the lead with wanting to, like, work together to help if that was a thing, or just have a dialogue of any kind, and that didn't really pan out too well. So, I guess that makes sense.
We're not killing citizens. We're not killing innocent people. I know. Josh doesn't believe this either.
Well, I know based on like what happened today or yesterday, Bimbus clock, whatever time it is.
Night,
that
it says.
That I love the Bimbus clock. But I know
I would say no.
Nisha's not necessarily like wanting to fight, but he knows that it's possibly a necessity to have, but I don't want him to have to go out of his way to have to like change how he feels. But I don't know. It's really hard to think this way, Sarah, when I see you miming.
Listen,
I'm gonna kill everybody.
I will have my character say one thing and fully intend to put that blurb out in a situation. You know? Anyway.
But I get your point.
Look.
I just
I will
Decisions
follow
aren't easy.
your lead, but if they try to hurt you, like the group, sorry, yours,
yeah,
Barney's,
okay.
Like, I'm not saying wholesale slaughter just out of the gate, but also, like,
yeah.
If they choose violence, what do? I feel like we're having this great philosophical debate about, like, if they attack us, do we sit there and let them attack us?
Perish.
Die, like God said just now?
Whoa, where'd that voice come from? I'm scared.
If God wants us to die, that's not good.
It's the guy in the corner. He's like, "You should die, I guess." Man.
Just roll over, let them kick us.
No, you make a good point. I don't know.
It takes people with the ability to stand up for themselves to protect people who cannot.
Yeah, you're right. I just feel like
Bad happens without or with magic.
That's true.
I don't know.
Do you think with whatever might be in that tower that we were checking out before, there could be maybe something that could help us? Not necessarily with the spellbreakers, but either with the fog. Because if we take care of the fog, that at least gets the spellbreakers out of the town and lets the people be more at ease. But
I mean, I want to go in the tower, but that is deeply selfish.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to do that. At first, before we knew that was that person's tower, it was just we were curious about it. But now I really think we do need to go there because it's our best bet at finding an answer.
Weird, spooky tower built into the side of the hill. It was the best bit to begin with, if you ask me.
It's got our name written all over it. Not literally, but we could probably make that happen too.
I think Dren might have carved his name on the side of that hill, actually.
Canon.
I think we might check that out tomorrow.
Because then, look, hey, you're right. We might find something to deter them. Ooh, deter! That's a good word.
It is.
Like, spray them with water. Get off the counter.
With
Sorry,
situations like this, Brothos. No, you're good. I'm just trying to think of how you because he had brought up a good point from before, because he was expecting that we were just going to kill him after asking questions. But, like, what do we do with him after we ask and get the information we need? Do we just send him back to his people, or just let him go wherever? Because I don't really feel like we should kill him, but obviously you don't want to put us in more danger.
You don't like my answer to that question.
All right. Well, I will run it by the group in the morning and take it from there. But, okay. Thank you for talking with me about this. I hadn't thought about it those ways that you mentioned, and
this day was a nightmare.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was rough. It was a real rough day. I thought it was great. Who whispered that? Is that the guy in the chair? Who thought it was great?
That's actually what his farts sound like.
His farts sound like someone saying the sentence, I thought it was great.
He's permanently clenched.
Wow.
So,
what a way.
As you two continue your watch and your conversation,
Josh,
feel free to keep going.
By the way.
Yeah. This is all roleplay, make believe.
So
Don't
make-believe.
murder people just because you don't agree with them. Duh.
No. I also have to play all the shitty
murdering
people who
folks.
think people should be killed just because they can do
Yeah.
prestidigitation.
It's the same perspective on the end of the spectrum.
Yeah. But as your conversation continues, I'd like you both to make me perception checks.
16.
16, very nice.
Ha!
Ah!
11.
Scared me.
Sorry.
11. Okay.
I've been killing it with the scaring people by screaming.
You guys have been. At this point, the individual who is in the room with you has completely fallen asleep, sort of sitting up against the wall, hands tied, legs tied. You can hear snoring from Dren in the other room.
She's so cold.
everything seems pretty peaceful, despite your, Brothos' a bit higher decibel range. Everything seems to be pretty even keel for the night.
I am whispering.
Sure you are.
Oh, is it my turn to go to bed? Are you okay alone?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm good. Just gonna keep an eye on sleepy guy over here and
Spiffy,
hope he doesn't wake up.
stay with Yona and protect him.
I didn't think
Thanks,
Spiffy could get up
Spiffy.
these stairs.
Oh,
We never discussed that.
I don't think I think he was sitting
I
at the
think we
bottom
got
of the
Spiffy on the first stair, and it was like, "Grr," and we were like,
No.
oh no.
Someone said, have him go upstairs. He went towards the stairs, and everyone was like, no. Let's not do that yet.
I'll be fine. You don't need to call
Spiffy,
It's
guard
okay.
the bottom of the stairs. Sorry. I'm
You,
really
you
bad
hear
at
some
this.
metal clanking from downstairs.
I'll go to
You
sleep.
you would hear the sounds of shifting metal, and then you'd hear like a sounds like tables and chairs being moved.
Get the boy, Spiffy. I don't know. I might go check.
Oh, he's gonna set up like a barricade at
I'm
the bottom of the
gonna go
stairs.
look what Spiffy's doing.
Yeah, you see him setting up like a table leaned over in front of the stairs and putting chairs on the other side of it, just making it
That's
impossible
perfect.
to get up the stairs.
Good job. Well done, Spiffy. That is exactly what we need.
And he continues.
I go back upstairs. Okay, it's good, Yona.
Awesome. Appreciate it, buddy.
Good night.
All right. And Yona is left alone.
No one here beside me.
Anything you'd like to do during this time? Or are you just reflecting on your 3 different conversations?
Oh my god, I'm reflecting on so much.
We gotta get you to sleep, bud.
Yeah, that's fine. So we're good. Nah, it's okay. I'm just gonna be sitting there keeping watch and seeing if that guy wakes up at all.
Sounds good. Okay. Just roll the last perception check for the early morning shift.
Change the die and see if I'll get an at 20. Hey,
Come on. Let's get this giveaway open.
Nah, it just got lower. So that's gonna be a 14.
14. Okay. Besides the ever-shifting furniture on the floor below, which at a certain point ends because you assume he has run out of furniture to move,
Oh no.
the night goes pretty uneventfully. Eventually, Dren's snoring is echoed in a symphony with Brothos's, as the two off do.
They're harmonizing. Interesting.
It's a very weird, sort of rhythmic, almost like a synced circadian rhythm they've gotten into. But your watch goes by uneventfully.
Ooh, moral dilemmas.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cool. Dope.
Okay, so as
I died in
you
his sleep. Weird.
finish, there's just 2 throat marks, like hands on his throat.
Go to sleep.
Wow. Oh, must have been natural causes.
His throat is crunched.
Naturally.
It's that whooping cough. It really gets you.
Self-asphyxiation, guys.
He didn't have his glass of water that sits on the nightstand that everyone
Oh
needs.
boy.
He died of dehydration. As you guys wake in the morning, begin to prepare your spells and prep for what you're going to do for the day, we're going to take a little early break. I feel like the second half of this is going to be a little bit longer than the first half.
Just
So
a lot of fighting, a
just
lot
go
of
ahead and
killing.
get here. Everyone go to the bathroom, prepare your spells, talk about stuff if you want to, get your talkies.
You got us
Oh, I
talkies,
thought you meant like
So now that
talkies
you've all
as in like
stayed,
talking.
I can't even get myself
now you can
talkies.
go get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want to talkie to each other, you can talkies, have your
Aw,
talkies.
cute.
Let's give him something to talk
But we will be
about.
back in roughly 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and open up the Skull Splitter giveaway, which we're actually drawing that on next week's episode, I believe, correct?
Yeah, it will be next
Skull
week's
Splitter?
episode. Yeah.
It
We're 2
is
giveaways next week. Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Wow. But this week we just have the
Ka-chow.
critical giveaway, and we're opening Skull Splitter for you to enter for next week's drawing right now. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you very much, and bye. Bye! Bye!
Inner Dice Dragon, just use the code, get 10% off your first order. Shop today. New adventurers will get some things like a sticker pack with 3 stickers, free downloadable PDF adventure, a free mystery dice set. It's so sick. Hold on to your skull, cause it might split. SkullSplitterDice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home. SkullSplitterDice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home.
If you're new here, or you just need a little bit of a refresher as to what's going on in our campaigns, you can find that information over on our fandom wiki. There you'll find info about our PCs, our NPCs, and write-ups of all of our past episodes. But if reading isn't really your thing, you can also find arcs of our campaigns summarized in neat little 10-minute videos over on our YouTube, where you can also catch all of our past broadcasts. Thanks so much for watching, and welcome in! Ding!
Good evening. Welcome to the Twee News Network. I'm Ann Anchorman, and I have a breaking story for you here tonight. The pioneers of the soap game over at the Welcome Inn have decided to increase their already impressive collection of soaps. Now, as you're probably aware, they released a new soap recently with the Familiar Shop Etsy page. However, after the booming sales of their tavern-scented soap, they decided to double down and increase their collection. That's correct, folks. 4 new scents have been added to the Welcome Inn's collection of growing soaps. For a closer look at the details on this ever-growing story, we sent our man out to the streets to find out more. Hi, Anne. I'm here live in an alley with more of the unraveling story about these new Twee soaps. We've just received word that all 4 of these soaps are themed around the off-the-rails characters from the Friday campaign. Characters such as Yona, the tome-wielding Warlock, Barney the Electrifying Druid, the bold Barbarian Brothos, and the world-traveled Paladin Rhystrata. Yes, we're also being told that you can purchase these soaps as part of a larger collection or individually if you'd like. Well, that's good news. Thank you for that detailed and very handsome report. Well, that's all we have for you tonight, folks, and remember, until next time, buy more soap. Take care. I wonder how this stuff tastes.
out.
One.
They
One.
can see and hear you
We're live.
now.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, now they can do it.
Live.
Now they can see and hear you. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
Bunzel.
We didn't all just eat food at the same time.
Oh shit!
I forgot Josh was still eating.
No.
Okay, finish. Chew.
Yeah. See, no food.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Wow.
Ow, my tongue's.
Did you bite your tongue?
No, it's got
Did you
food
burn
on
your
it.
tongue?
Let's not talk about my tongue.
Anyway, guys, welcome back.
Hey, guys, how's it going? Before we left, our party had just finished a long rest, and we're getting ready to go do some breaking and entering
Oh.
into some sort of strange wizard tower in the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
We don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Barney, you got them spells?
I've got my spells. I
Let's
prepared
go.
some.
Okay, you ready?
Clip it, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Oh, Bunny, you can change spells now. Nice.
Me? Wow. I feel so special. We should probably like stick that guy in a closet or something and lock it. Maybe we can tell Vi. I don't want him to like asphyxiate or something while he's in the closet. Like, what if it's an airtight closet? Because that would suck. So we should tell Vi. We already did tell Vi.
What's
didn't
an airtight closet?
Jeez.
It's just a closet that doesn't get air into it. So like if you're breathing, you run out of air to breathe.
It has a really good alibi.
Anyway, so
But it's a fucking closet.
Barney, the entire time while you were sleeping, other counterpoints were brought up that we could bring back to him. And I'm just going to read out the list of everything that everyone else had brought up as good points. It's like,
I don't want to talk
literally,
to that guy.
they wouldn't be here if magic wasn't a thing. So, like,
No,
if we got rid of
I
magic,
understand that. I get
but I
it.
feel like if we hit him with that, what's his response going to be? Oh, no, that's tough.
I mean,
I don't think he can say that.
if you wanna argue with him, then like go ahead. But I don't really think
I'm
that
terrified of conflict. I was just hoping you would be able to for like the.
There is nothing that I could say to that person that would make him change his mind.
I was gonna say Brothos was saying something, but let him finish his breakfast.
No,
And
it was a
then,
terrible thing I was going to say, and this is
What were
really
you going to
good
say?
meat pie.
Oh, look, Dren has some too. Nice.
It's
Oh,
delicious.
Did we?
So yummy, right?
Mm.
Oh, do you have something to say? Or-
No. Do you
Okay.
want some?
It is really good. Wow.
Sure. Well, okay. So did we ask Vi
Oh,
Do we
it's like a
tell
little
Vi that
kiss,
there's
look. Oh.
that we have a person here? Did we tell Vi that?
Yes,
Nope.
you did on the way
We did.
in.
Yep.
You did tell them that
We
you
did.
had someone who could be a potential issue.
Okay.
You didn't really go into specifics because Nisha died.
I'll wave Vi down.
Okay.
Uh,
You go downstairs and find them annoyingly moving furniture around away from the stairs and back into its place across the bar. Looks like someone in the night has piled up all of the furniture against the stairs.
It's like they were protecting him.
Yikes.
You also see Spiffy sitting in the corner of the room on the floor, sort of in a powered down mode.
okay. Hey Vi.
Oh, he'll get powered down.
Let me help you with that.
It's not
I'll,
moving.
I'll help them move furniture across the room,
Okay.
and at the
Thank
same
you, sir.
time say, so that person that we brought. First of all, we are going to go to the Wizard Tower.
Alright.
I don't want you to think that it's because we don't respect you. It's more because we have no respect for our own safety.
Like that. When you put it like that, it makes it seem like
No.
we're.
It's right.
His face drains of color.
Barney said the right thing just now.
It is fair enough in your own choice.
Yeah.
I only warned you because I don't know how dangerous it would be to go in.
Yeah.
You're going to give us
We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot.
We're just gonna give it a shot and wing it and play it by ear.
If it's like really bad, like we're gonna die, we'll leave. If we feel like we can hack it, I just think that there might be something helpful in there. And also Brothos really wants to go.
There very well could be something of use in there. Arctesh was a very private individual, and he was very skilled in abjuration magic, which is why that tower has been unopened since his passing.
Oh, you have to get like defensive magic, yeah?
I mean, I feel
Yes.
bad, like walking into a dead guy's place. You know, I don't feel good about it, but I do think that there's some stuff in there that could help potentially with the situation that's happening here.
Oh,
Possibly. I just heed that you take caution.
Yes, we'll take Brothos.
you said Aktosh was a private person, but does he have did he have any friends or stuff he left behind? Any things we could look at? Just
He was loved by everyone in the village. None stood out particularly. I was one of his later apprentices. I didn't spend much time learning from him.
Did he leave anything with you?
Not with me, no. He did collect things.
Like
He would help.
stamps?
What?
I used to.
What
have
did you just say to me, Sloan?
I used to have a stamp collection.
We gotta break the RP for a section.
Whoa, hold
You
up.
talking about fucking stamps?
Sloan or Barney or both?
No.
Barney.
They don't seem to know what stamps
Good
are.
save.
Oh,
No,
Step on
he would sometimes help out with things people were having issues with around town. He never asked for payment, but he did receive trinkets and gifts in replacement for any sort of coin. And he
souvenirs.
yes, mementos, if you will.
Into a fucking fetch quest.
Okay.
As for
Well-
what he left behind outside of the tower, there's not much.
Okay.
Well,
It was just a
uh,
thought.
anyway, we're gonna go give it a try. While we're gone, we're gonna leave that person here. I think we're gonna put him in a closet. He's tied up. We had to untie him to let him do whatever this morning. But we tied him back up,
Okay.
so probably gonna just shove him into a closet and hope that keeps him. Actually, maybe we should bring him down here and have Spiffy sit in front of the closet door. Or sit in the closet with him.
Looks over at Spiffy, says, probably a better idea than just leaving him in a closet.
Yeah.
No airtight closets, okay?
Yes. We just want to make sure he doesn't die.
I don't know what that means.
Has nobody ever... Alright, well... but, yeah.
All right, I will be wary of any strange noises I hear from any of the closets. And
Great.
if your metal friend is sitting in front of it, I don't think it'll be much of a problem to keep it closed.
Okay.
I'm also gonna reattune to my, Ioun stone.
Well, you have fun with that. I don't know what that is.
I'm saying it out of character, Sean!
Oh, all right. Bye
As
to you
we-
too, I guess.
As we go to take care of our shit, Nisha just goes to Vi and goes, "Sorry, I missed the show."
I'm just happy you're alive. Besides, you can always try at the Hearthhome Festival.
Do I know what that is?
You would know what Hearthhome is.
It's like the
It
week
is the
before Christmas.
midwinter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did I say Widminter?
You did.
Waymaster.
Like-
And I want it to
it's-
exist now.
That
It's the
needs-
Westminster Dog Show.
Bark, bark. Trot me
Wow.
out.
No. It's the midwinter seasonal time that marks. If you watch Lore Dump, it marks the furthest point the planet gets from the sun.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
2 days later, my Aska's husband is born.
It actually starts 2 days from now, and it goes for 10 days.
Wow, week-long party, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold as fuck outside, huh?
Yeah.
Very cold.
I forgot.
Shitty.
It's snowy. Like, the map doesn't show the snow, but it's snowy.
Yeah.
Our
I didn't
snow
want to
happening.
make more than one.
Vibes.
Yeah. But there is always the chance to perform during that. I believe they have a contest coming up, and you might be
You should
interested in taking that up.
Yeah, maybe win some money.
Try not to pretend die. Half of a joke.
If you have to die, pretend die. That's the better one.
Oh,
Right.
Words of wisdom.
Just maybe slip someone a note before, so anyone
I
has an
didn't-
idea.
Right.
that didn't cause anyone any trouble.
Yeah,
Or-
like, I'm
or you
going to
can-
die now.
Tuck a note in your lapel or something.
I didn't really know it would do
Like,
that, but
It
This
was
is
kind of the spur of the moment.
This is pretensies, and then slip it in.
I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Just an idea.
Right.
It's a good idea.
I'll get to work on
Anyway.
that airtight closet.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Everything's
Okay.
fine.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Sarah, does Nisha have like all attunements currently? Is there any open spots?
Let me see what.
I'm pretty sure
him
most of
slots
them are open.
like. Yeah, him got 2 whole slots.
Oh,
What?
dang. Do you want a headband of intellect to use for
Oh, I'll be smart.
It's just in the bag. I'm looking at other stuff that I'm not attuned to. That I'm like, I don't know if you have all this stuff in use.
You guys don't have that book?
Yeah.
Yeah,
do I-
Sean said, you can take 2 magic items, and I said, Sean, he's so weak. Pretty please, can he just have armor? And Sean said yes.
Yeah. Take a headband of intellect.
That's exactly how it went.
Oh,
Amazing.
I have a cloak of protection if you want to wear that.
Take a cloak of protection.
That's my
Does a cloak of protection not work
It's like
on
over
top
armor,
of
right?
studded leather? Or
It'll work
No,
in
it does.
anything.
It just
Yeah, it's
doesn't
like-
work if you're wearing 6 cloaks like Barney was.
Yeah.
I wasn't
It's called
wearing
fashion.
six
It's called
clothes.
fashion. It
Uh,
complements the cargo shorts.
It's called. Shut up! Shut up!
Nisha suddenly finds himself kitted the fuck out, and it's like, do you need like a contract for these? Like, how do I pay these off?
Oh no, just hang on to them for now.
That's a good point, actually. We really play it loose with our items.
Fast and loose. We're rolling in it. Just kidding. No, we're not, guys. I say that out
We
loud
have
to
a-
everyone else in the bar.
We have a lot of liquidity, but it's all in those items.
Yeah, no,
One of
you're
them's-
liquid.
Now you're liquid.
Starts slowly looking panicked, taking the cloak bag off.
Nope.
No. Keep it.
That one
Need it.
doesn't make you into a liquid. You're fine.
All right.
It makes you flow like water.
Sting like a
Around the
that's-
damage.
Yes. Around your enemies in their hands.
This poor man.
So, tower?
Yeah.
Tower.
Yep.
Tower.
Let's do it.
Brothos.
I'm going in the front.
Yes.
Let's do like a walk around the exterior perimeter
Okay, but
first.
if we get into danger zones, I am going in the front.
I am
I'm gonna
going
let-
to.
Y'all
Yeah.
figure
Yes, of
all
course.
that out. Nisha is just gonna sit while you're like doing reconnaissance and just
Assume.
like touch everything.
Dren, stay with
Alright.
Nisha.
Mhm.
Stay with Nisha.
Can we head to the outside of the
Yes,
tower?
sir.
I was saying that Nisha is like, once you get there, he's camped out next to the tower.
So we put Spiffy in front of a closet door or in the
Mhm.
closet with the guy.
Yes.
I know you hate us to leave you, Spiffy. I'm so sorry. You have to stay, okay? No. You have to stay, okay? Stay. Thank you all for doing this bit with me, and I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, I was distracted by magic items. No worries, dude.
Cool.
I love
I
that
was,
dwarf.
I was engrossed in the story, Josh, so that's why I was quiet.
I was spiffy.
Good character work.
And then we
And
walk
I helped.
Yeah.
to the place.
Approaching the tower. The question you asked before, Sloane, is could you walk around the perimeter? The answer to that is no, because it is partially inside of the side of this mountain.
Got
it is
it.
embedded in the cliffside.
Got it.
If you think of it like a lighthouse,
Holy shit.
you know how there's a tower, then
like
the
growing out of
house
it.
structure at the floor?
Yes,
It's
yes,
essentially
yes.
that, but the
Got it.
top of the L and the bottom of the L are emerging from the
And
mountain.
we
I
would
would
fill
love-
them in on the like window that we saw, and like we flew up and didn't
And then
get like
Drenvo's
shot out of the sky.
name there. I
Yeah.
see it now.
I would love to cast Find Traps.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it has a range/area of 120 feet, and it says you sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. So I'm going to do it while I'm walking around and just looking up and down. But
What's...
it, sorry, go ahead. What?
No, continue the spell.
It says that this spell merely reveals that a trap is present. You don't learn the location of each trap, but you do learn the general nature of the danger proposed by a trap you sense. Which is stupid. Why do I need to have fucking line of sight if I'm not going to see exactly where the goddamn trap is? It's dumb.
I gotta
Anyway.
say, that sounds like one of the worst spells I've ever heard.
It's like
So
It's
like
detect
divine
magic,
sense
but
for
worse.
paladins. Yeah.
We're going to adjust
Useless.
it because that is a fucking bad spell
Thank
to have
you.
prepared. So we're adjusting it.
Check for traps. There's a trap there. I'm not gonna take
So
it.
There's a trap somewhere.
There's a
with
trap.
no
There's a
line
trap
of
there.
sight.
Might be a trap.
Hey, it looks pretty tough to me.
Hey, boss. They don't pay me to find the traps. I'm just letting you know. I'm just
Tell you it's in the
A
area.
little cloud floats by and goes, oh, I wouldn't go in there. Yikes. That's- no. We will adjust it so that any of them within line of sight of you will be revealed in like a general outliney sort of sense, and that will persist
Yes.
more than instantaneously because that
Yes.
doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Also, I was going to say, I just looked at the casting time and duration, and it is instantaneous.
Mhm.
Fuck.
So we'll say
Why?
you'll probably be able to tell for like detect magic for like 10 minutes,
Sure.
but it won't
If
be
you're-
concentration because I don't think that spell is very good, and let's make it better.
Yeah, I can do a little find traps, and then I can turn into my little minute owl again, little black owl, and like
Circle around
the
the
whole
building?
thing. Mhm.
Sure.
Do some cool minesweeper. Put little flags up. Let us know.
Okay, so with your
I just
find traps,
Screech every time I see one.
that is a
the
second level
entire-
spell, correct?
It's a second level spell, yes.
It's like echolocation, but it's just owl screams.
Yep.
As you circle around the building, get a nice aerial view of the actual tower section and the lower base entrance. You detect only one source of anything that would be considered a trap. And after doing your full circle, the only port you see is the actual keyhole on the front door at the base level.
Like the only opening into the big building.
No, that is the only source of trap you find
Oh,
through scanning this entire area.
can
There
I
is
get?
a tiny little ping on the keyhole of the front door.
Can I still get a sense of the general nature of the trap?
The general nature, it's not mechanical. It is a magical trap.
Okay.
If something were to happen,
Got it.
something would happen.
Like a spell.
What? Run
Wow.
that back for me,
Good.
Sean. Run that back for me.
It's
if
an
something
if-then
happens, something-
logic statement, except
good,
it's
good,
just
good,
a
good,
straight
good.
line.
Okay.
The program does nothing.
I repeat again. Hey, there's a trap there. I don't know.
If something happens, then something would have happened.
Hey,
Hey, oh, man.
Hey,
Shut up! Is it the kind of magic that can be dispelled, or is it like an enchantment kind of situation? Unsure?
I would say that's not going to be covered under this
Okay, that's fine.
detect
I'm
trap
trapping
spell.
here.
That's fine.
The door just goes, hey, get out of here. What are you doing?
A tiny little fist emerges from the keyhole and goes,
Why are you wanna?
You could inspect the actual door with your, with other skills and other spells.
With
and
my
other...
bird eyes? Fuck yeah!
Cool,
I
go for
I land on the door handle and look into
Oh,
the
you shouldn't have
keyhole.
done that. You said with your owl feet? Those are the worst kind of feet.
no!
Those are super conductive.
Owl trap.
Not kidding.
For magic.
worst owl
That's
trap.
why they're familiars.
It's like Home Alone. No.
I get hit in the nuts by a tiny paint can.
There's a car battery attached to the other side of that
The
door.
little
It's like a
bird.
little blanket warmer. Go ahead and make an investigation check as you land on the door handle.
Oh, investigation? As
Yeah.
an owl?
It's your same Barney stats.
That's true. Yeah, it's not that good though.
Okay.
9.
9. Interesting. Bad. Owls.
Fuck you.
You've got a good general feel on your surroundings, but you can't really get a handle on this doorknob.
I'm gonna go over to Yona and I
Can't get a
land
handle
on
on this doorknob.
his.
I'm sorry. Fuck you, Sean. You thought you'd get that in there and no one would hear.
I snuck it in.
I go over to Yona and I land on his book satchel and I
Sounds good.
start screeching and like chomping at the book.
Johnny fell down the well. Let's go, boy.
Johnny.
Write me a goddamn message, you idiot!
What's up? Johnny fell down the well.
Oh, this is the best heist I've ever seen in my life.
There's a
Put together a
trap.
crew.
There's a trap in the keyhole. I don't know what it is, but that's the only trap I could see.
Okay. So, and there wasn't anything by the window up top?
I
At
didn't
all?
see anything.
Dren, do you have your rope? Oh, Dren's not here.
Friend's right here.
I'm right here. It's pretty
Wait,
rude.
no. Oh, I thought...
With
Okay,
Nisha.
never mind. Sorry.
asked if I was
you were
coming.
just behind me. I wasn't looking.
Hi.
It's perception is reality.
I am quiet like the wind.
Do you have that rope?
I move like the breeze through the trees. Silent.
Oh,
Do you have that rope?
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Because the window up top doesn't seem to be trapped, so we can just go up there instead of having to deal with the keyhole.
Oh, shall we just climb up like before?
Yeah.
Yep, but give
A
it a
big
go.
rope. And the rope just starts to climb like an ivy tendril up the side of this tower.
Excellent.
All right.
And it fixes itself in air like magic.
I fly up.
No. Ah! I climb up after.
Now you're going to the window?
Yeah, the window.
To the wall?
The wall.
I can't say the next part because it's TOS.
Nisha does join beside Yona and say, "What
Try
are
to
we
climb the
doing?"
rope,
And
then
you
fall.
see that his pupils are all blown out.
You okay?
Bud?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just kind of saw a lot more than I normally see. She's a smart boy now. It's just like,
got a lot of thoughts going up there? Okay. Thinking about a lot.
It's just like everything's the Matrix code.
It is kind of crazy. Your heart starts beating faster. You get sweaty for no reason.
yeah.
Mom spaghetti.
You gotta go grab some snow and just kind of put it on your forehead.
I
just
feel
to
like
cool yourself.
sounds are brighter right now. Anyway, what are we doing?
We're climbing a rope.
Barney, stop!
So, just to give a general layout of the construction of this tower, there are a few different spots for windows up the side of this, but at the very pinnacle, right below the rooftop sort of cone, there is a small balcony that you would have seen also from your flight around as an owl.
Is that
Tight.
which is the one we looked through and did like a little sneaky peek?
I think that's
You
where we
didn't
climbed.
get up to the balcony. You stayed at one of the windows. and
Okay.
looked through.
Balcony's
You didn't
higher
get all
up.
the way to the top. I offered it to you, and you said that sounds suspicious.
It does.
Maybe we should go to the top this time.
Oh.
Can I land on the balcony? Is there like a door with a handle on the balcony? Because I'll land on the door handle.
Yeah, there's like a double door that would swing open. There is
Little
like a
situation. Some French
full
doors.
curtain drawn.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Stop.
I try and wiggle the handle with my little owl feet.
It doesn't budge.
Get a grip.
Am I
I-
able to get up there, like chasing him?
You climbing the rope?
Yeah.
Make me that athletics check with advantage.
Oh,
for
that's
the
why I didn't do it
bigger
last
rope.
time.
Can I fly downwards to attempt to turn the handle?
Sure.
Barney, you
I fly.
motherfucker.
It doesn't move.
Fly downwards.
It does not move.
Athletics,
check
you
at
said?
Yes.
27.
27. Okay. Easy enough. You're able to climb up this secured rope to the top.
Barney, what the fuck?
The rope is 60 feet. It wouldn't reach the balcony. So if you'd wanted to get higher, you'd have to jump off and continue up the side of the mountain, which is a little bit more difficult.
Do it.
Okay.
Channel your inner
Easy enough.
mountain goat.
You do.
I am drowning. Finally, 10 years of fandom.
Oh. Anyway, you do. You're easily able
I don't
to
think that
climb
could get
up
any better setup.
the side of the.
Just-
Oh, if you guys were drowning.
Yeah,
That would've been great.
That would've been
Oh,
great.
dang it, yeah.
Another 10 years.
Oh
from
wait. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
You should turn into a billy goat next time you guys are drowning.
Yeah.
Mountain
the
goat, whatever
pit.
they're called. As you are climbing up the cliffside, Brothos, you notice that the angle of the cliffside is actually pulling you away from the tower. So continuing up to get height would pull you away, but you can still try and jump.
How far away?
Probably 25, 30 feet. Best guess.
I can make that.
Yeah, the tower is probably about 200 feet tall.
Okay. I keep following.
Okay.
Ah, Barney.
At this point,
Barney's perfect.
he's looking for small holes that he can perhaps squeeze through as a tiny owl.
What's everyone else doing at this time?
After
Anyway,
you, feel free to climb the rope first if you want.
No.
I won't. Fuck you.
And cast Dimension Door.
Nice.
Was going
Can I
up?
go with? No? Okay, well.
Oh yeah, you can come with me.
Oh, sweet, yeah.
Going to the balcony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of looks
Oh,
up,
wait, we could've
does
just gone
like one of
inside the
these,
building.
and then. No, I have to. See, I have to see the spot, or I have to like kind of do some math for it. And I do feel better at doing math, but also I could land us inside a wall or a floor, and that
Ooh,
would
good point, good point, good
be
point. This is fine. I'm fine with this.
uncomfortable. Anyway, up we go, and
you
we
appear
land
next
next to Owl Barney.
This owl trying to flap upwards and push your door.
Jesus!
Whoa, jeez.
My Aska!
My Aska's husband.
And Brothos, you would be sort of parallel with the balcony, about 30 feet out from the edge
Don't
of
worry,
the
Barney. I'm coming.
railing.
Ha! Oh, hi, guys.
Hi.
Mid-jump.
Mid-jump? Mid-jump?
Maybe an athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
Can I hold a
Okay.
hand out to try and grab Brothos and help him in any way? I'm not
You
gonna.
want
I'd
to try to
hinder.
catch
I'd hinder.
Brothos?
I'd hinder.
25?
I'd break my arm. I'd
Easy
break
enough.
my arm. What am I thinking?
You see Yona try and lean his hand over, and you're able to just dive out of his hand enough to grab onto the balcony and not shatter his arm.
Yeah, that would have. Thank you,
Nice.
Brothos. I didn't think that through.
I said I was going first, and all three of you are up here.
Oh, sorry, I was kind of in my head a little bit.
What is going on with your pooples?
I feel like I'm simultaneously remembering all of the past while living in the present. So I'm adjusting to that.
Oh, Barney did that once. It's like drugs.
I've never done a drug.
Oh.
Anyway,
I'll write that down.
So how's this door looking?
As you
This
are all
French
standing
door.
on this balcony, even though Barney is a small owl, it is a pretty small balcony. It's not made for 3 people at a
Cozy.
time. You're all
Barney's
pretty.
like wrestling the door handle as a little bird.
Yeah,
Wings
it's-
flapping.
It's not budging.
I reach out and push the door handle.
It doesn't move.
Oh,
It's a pull
shit.
door, probably.
Okay. Pull.
Weird. The same thing happens.
Dang it.
Which is
Is there a
nothing.
lock of some kind around?
You don't see a lock on the door.
On the door? What about on other
Something on the
entrances
top of the door
and
says,
exits?
What about on the railing?
speak
No.
friend and enter.
Whoa. Can I inspect the door while squished up against my compatriots?
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check, if you will.
I want art of all of us slamming on the
Can I
tire
help
balcony.
by getting out of the way? Can I help
No,
by
because
moving?
it's a very small balcony,
I
as I
just
mentioned
rolled a
before.
5. Wait, can I shenanigan this?
You can. You guys have 6 points at this point, I believe.
We have
Okay.
6?
Yeah.
Wow.
You get one at the start of every session. We've been over this. You
What
guys-
happens
didn't
is
mark that.
you may spend 1 for rerolls of a d20. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I got a 17. Do I take the highest or do I just take the shenanigan?
You take whichever one you want. If you want the
Nice.
lower one, you can choose it. But
21.
21. Okay. Investigating this door, as you're almost being pushed up against it just by the lack of space here, there is even a locked door of this kind with like 2 doors next to each other would have some give in the middle. This is almost like pushing up against a solid wall. There is no give to this door whatsoever. And the other strange thing is you don't see a locking mechanism on the door. It looks just like 2 handles. There's no place for a key or anything like that.
I don't know if this is a door.
What?
It's not acting like a door, if that makes sense.
Weird. And there's nothing on the balcony that is like a floor mat with a key on it or anything. It might just be like, hey, it's the spare to get in.
Well,
to the
there's no
ancient
lock,
tower.
so a key wouldn't work.
What
like a key of some
material
kind.
is the door made out of?
It's made out of glass. Glass with like these wooden frames,
Yeah.
almost like a porch door.
Yeah.
But there are curtains drawn across the interior, preventing a view from what's beyond.
Interesting. And is Dren climbing up the rope still?
He would be starting to climb up the side of the cliff now,
Oh,
as the rope
gotcha.
doesn't actually go all the way up.
Oh.
He doesn't want to blow his
Uh,
whistle because this is a stealth operation.
Did it go to the window? The rope went to the window though, right? Below?
Yes, it didn't get to the wall.
To the wall. Okay.
Can I, is there like, it's, the rest of the tower is stone though, right?
Yes.
So each side, so can I find a place to land where I won't fall off when I drop my wild shape?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, I would love to cast Stone Shape
Yeah.
on the
Okay.
wall.
With Cole.
Yeah.
Chester!
A boy.
How'd you get in here?
Been in there.
I would love to cast Stone Shape on the wall. So Barney like finds a little part of the banister that's over top of Brothos and kind of like drops the wild shape as an owl like floating above, and then like as he drops it, lands on his feet and kind of wobbles back and forth with his legs spread like over top of Brothos on the banister, trying to like find a
Balance.
steady spot. And then he's gonna reach over and slap the wall, and it shivers and shakes, and then a big ol' hole forms in the stone, as long as it is no more than 5 feet thick.
Interesting. As you slap the side of the stone wall. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. Go give
I'm
that
gonna-
guy some attention.
He needs dinner is the
He needs
problem.
some milk.
Oh, no, baby.
If you wanna, Sloan, let him out, and then I'll have Alex give him food.
It's a good cat.
Goodbye.
Oh, baby.
Go, baby.
I'm happy he's home.
I am too. I miss him.
Mine's fucking passed out 20 feet away from me like always.
Nice.
As you slap... Oh, you have your headphones on? Oh, wait till Slunk gets their
Yes.
headphones on. I don't want to describe
have your
everything that
headphones
happened.
They're doing the what's the cat cradle thing with the string?
Hang on, I got a
They're
joke.
weaving them together.
Yes.
14 points of acid damage.
Whoa.
What?
Got
Got him.
Favorite shit.
That went
No,
well.
as you slap the side of the stone surface, expecting there to be this 5-foot indent passageway made, roughly an inch of stone beneath your hand shifts, melts away, and you are left with barely a handprint on the side of this tower.
The fuck? That was a 4th level spell.
That is correct.
Okay. Magic not working.
Nothing happened.
Can I?
It had
If I
some
take my
effect.
if I take my hand away, what's the handprint look like?
It looks like you put it in cement and then let it dry for a week.
Oh, wow.
And it's still
Walk of
stone.
Fame.
It's still stone.
What kind of stone is this?
Should I smack
Make a
it?
nature check if you'd like.
Brothos, you already checked
Sure,
the stone,
sure.
didn't you?
Let me take a look at that stone.
Sure, go for it.
Oh, I did a stoneworking check on it, yeah.
Yes. I believe you did that from the bottom of the tower.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Now we're
3.
here.
3. That's probably magic stone. The
Should
only
I-
explanation you can think
Damn.
I see Barney doing
wait.
this, and I check it for stonework history.
of. Go for it. Double your proficiency.
I think.
Can I-
Hold on.
Give Brothos guidance.
Thank you. That is... And then proficiency D4, or bless it, what was it?
Guidance.
Guidance.
Jeez, just like 6 spells.
Default, bless it. Bardic is what's going on?
Bard against Bressing,
Ha!
Breskafel.
17, 18,
Shenanigans?
22.
Blessing of the trickster. 22.
Oof.
Okay. Barney's going on about this being some sort of magic stone. You don't get the sense that this is any sort of magic stone. You get the sense it's different than the mountain it's emerging out of, as you could tell earlier. But it doesn't look magical at all to you. It looks like a fairly mundane granite. Granite?
Granite?
Opposed to Grande.
Oh, I believe this is granite stone.
It's granite.
Granite.
It's cooler.
It's got the slightly limey taste to it, which lets you know it's granite. But I don't think it's magic. Bart, are you sure it's magic? Because I don't think
Well, I mean, like, I tried to make it do something and it didn't do it, which usually doesn't happen. Please, stone? Please? Please.
Please, stone.
With those kind words, nothing happens.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
I pull out the chisel from my carpenter's tools and I chip at it a little bit.
Okay.
Does it break away at all?
Like barely.
Cool, yeah. Okay.
Like it would take a long
Oh,
fucking
he's
time
not
to
trying
get
to
through
like
that.
break through with it. He's
Yes.
just like, yeah.
It
this
does it does break.
It's not like reforming when he chips it away or anything
No.
like that.
And Barney's handprint stays there.
And the door itself is made of wood?
It's made of glass with these sort of wood beams keeping the frames in place.
Gotcha.
Are there hinges on these wood frames?
Yeah, it's a door.
You never know.
Well, apparently
Could be on
not.
the inside, Sean.
You
I
guys
don't know.
want to? You guys want to take the hinges off this door?
You have a screwdriver?
Hold on, let me check my.
Let me be
I-
clear. Sorry. I get why you're asking that. The hinges would be on the inside of the building.
Oh, that makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense.
They'd be
Yeah,
closed because the doors, when doors close, the hinges are hidden.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't you cast a loosen hinge, Brothos?
You're making me unhinged, Barney.
I-
I'm
Why don't we
okay,
just
this-
break the fucking glass?
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and make it a
You just
check.
zoom out and you just see this nuclear explosion mushroom cloud.
An attack
Half the tower
roll.
comes falling down on.
This is an unarmed attack, right? Oh, +9.
Yeah.
Non-lethal to the door.
That is a questioning 20.
Questioning 20. Nice. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's just a flat 6 because it's unarmed.
Oh, right. It's a punch. You strike into this glass with all of your anger and frustration in the moment, and it does not appear to do anything to the glass.
Okay, while you guys are thinking about all these things, I'm going to just kind of sit here and cast Identify for 10 minutes. If you guys want to just keep brainstorming, I'm here for it, but I'm going to just see what's up with this door.
as you're punching it away. It feels like you're making contact with glass, but there doesn't seem to be any damage taking purchase on the actual entryway.
I've become weak.
Yeah.
No,
No, you're strong, Brothos.
Stupid door.
you're really, you're great.
Okay. Why do you not sound so
I
sure
get my
about that?
quarterstaff and I cast Shillelagh and I start beating up the door.
Brothos thinks that
Roll an attack roll.
Brothos is like, Nisha's being
Oh,
so
finally.
unconfident. It means that he hates me when Nisha is fully like red faced.
Oh,
29 to
Nisha
hit.
doesn't believe in me.
29 hits the door.
Okay, that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You start smacking
I
away.
keep going.
Oh, okay, we're doing this.
Ah!
Okay. So go ahead, Brothos, and roll me your roll.
If they don't break it in 10 minutes, I'll at least know what the door's about. If something's
We'll
going
see.
on. If it is existing.
At 27 to hit this door.
27. Yeah, that hits.
29 again.
11, 12, 13, 18 points of damage.
18. Okay. After a few minutes of you two smacking this door repeatedly again and again and again, the tiniest little hair fracture on one of the panes of glass appears.
What the fuck is wrong with this door?
Why is it so strong?
I can't really do anything to it that wouldn't hurt everyone else, so.
Rip it off. Let's go.
Band-aid.
You two are having to like.
5th level thunder wave.
That'd be awesome.
I've got shatter. But
I
it
have
is an area of
identified
effect,
that
though.
we could just out.
Fine, fine. I sit
No,
down.
I mean, hey, you guys got 10 whole minutes of hitting the wall. What you want?
Are we stopping?
Meanwhile, you're getting batted around by that
I'm
wagon.
just like,
Yeah.
Have we stopped?
I'll keep hitting it while we wait.
Okay.
Okay. So, Yona, you're identifying
the 11th
what?
minute, it just shattered
Exactly.
the whole door. It was a door.
What are you identifying exactly?
I'd like to identify the, I'm gonna say the glass, because there's not, it's just handles on the glass and everything, right? Like there's no
It's like a
locking handle
porch
mechanism.
door. Have you ever seen like double-sided porch doors that just open?
Yeah.
They've
Mhm.
got, like,
Okay, so they just
windows.
push open.
Yeah.
There's not like a lock that would go, but
Porch door. Yeah.
how those go? Okay,
Yeah. But there doesn't seem to be any like mechanical lock. of
gotcha. So then, yeah, I'm just gonna identify the door itself, be that the glass or whatever, like the majority of the door is, to try and identify that and see what it's
Okay.
about.
What does identify do?
I can read it to you if you want me to.
Can you read it to me?
Yeah.
Every day.
I believe
You
it tells us
choose one
exactly what this
object.
door is.
It says, if a player character named Yona casts a spell, his party wins the game.
I think there's some liberties being taken with the description of this spell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, the
against
others win the game.
freedom.
I don't win. So I touch a object while casting the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic object, you learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
Interesting.
If the item was created by a spell, you learn the spell which spell created it. If you instead catch a creature, if this is a tower mimic, I will cry. But you
No.
learn that it's a creature through casting the
Timic.
spell.
That'd be awesome. I did not know Identify did all that other shit besides the magic item one.
Yeah,
That's a really good spell.
it's pretty good.
So, as you are sitting there concentrating on your spell while hammers and shillelaghs are flying over into this window, and very slowly making progress, you identify that there is a spell not just on the doorway, but radiating across the surface of this entire structure. Reaching from where you're standing on the balcony all the way down to the lowest level at the front door where you were just moments ago. The spell's name And let me make sure I'm getting this right.
It's cute.
It's Keith.
Nope.
Keith
It's
the
Jason.
It's Keith.
Jason,
Oh,
but it's spelled
damn.
with a Y. I'll
Jason?
let you figure out where that goes.
Oh, G-A-Y-S-O-N. Boo. I hate this spell.
The spell's name is Arcane Barricade.
Oh.
Okay. Can I make an Arcana check of what that spell does? Or would the spell
does Identify
tell me
tell you? Let me get that.
If it's a magic item, you learn which spell created it, so I know what spell.
Before that, one sentence up. Doesn't it say?
You learn whether any spells are affecting it and what they are.
Okay. So I would say with that, you would at least have some idea of what this spell is supposed to do
Okay.
via the nature of Identify.
Mm-hmm.
This is a large-scale abjuration ward that is meant to encompass an entire structure. It is not something you've ever heard of before. It fortifies all entryways so that physically muscling through them becomes incredibly difficult, as well as trying to hinder any progress with thieves' tools or lockpicking. There are 2 other levels of protection that you sense, aside from what you guys have experienced in this doorway.
Okay.
There is a certain level of magic repulsion of certain strengths. It seems that the structure is fortified against spells of some kind. And the second one seems to be some sort of alarm. Not sure exactly the specifics of that alarm, but you know that there is some type of alert set up in this spell somewhere.
Okay. Dope. Cool.
Is there any space underneath the door or around the door?
Fuck no.
Is there-
It's an airtight door.
Airtight
actually. You
door.
found it.
Oh no!
Fuck!
Someone's in there.
God damn it!
We gotta get him out.
Can I dispel
How
the
the wizard
magic?
died.
You could certainly try.
I mean, Calcivra has a dispel magic that I can use. He's a dragon, so
Dragon spell.
I can give it a shot. Can I upcast with Calcivra's?
No, because those are charge based.
Okay, so it's only 3rd level.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't really cost me anything, so I can use 2 charges and cast it.
Okay.
I'll just give it a shot.
Also, I get the vibe that it doesn't really matter how high you upcast it, you're still gonna have to roll for this shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. I take out the sword, and I lean it up against the door.
Ah, hello, buddy. Oh, all right. Right to work.
Oh, sorry. We're trying to get into this tower, and it's got some sort of really buff abjuration spell guarding it. So gotta try and.
Abjuration, my favorite. All right.
Oh, great.
Let's see what I can do.
Let's do it.
Brothos is Barney talking to his sword.
Yeah, that's Calcivar.
Oh!
Calcivar.
This is Calcivra. Calcivra, this is Nisha.
Ow.
Yeah, this is
Oh!
Hello, Nisha. Nice to
Immediate
meet you.
tears.
I'm going to ignore what just happened.
All right.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's get this door open.
It's okay, Nisha.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
That's
Barney's
100%
really angry at this
Sloane's
door.
brain not working.
If you would like to
Like your
roll,
brain went to like bullet time. Like
Except in real life, it was going the same amount of time.
Everyone else just kept going, and Sloane stopped.
it got
you
longer and
perceived
longer
as
for
bullet
us
time was just
as
you
nothing
stopping.
else. Yeah, as nothing else was being said, it just got longer and longer for everyone else at the table. Go ahead and
Matrix.
go ahead and roll a spellcaster test.
Cool.
D20 plus your wisdom.
Great. Come on.
What a clips this episode.
None of them have the game. All of them.
This is. I didn't do super hot. Can anybody help me at all?
Love that game.
What
the
You
fuck
can
is this?
shenanigan it. You have
Yeah.
shenanigans.
I do have
I
shenanigans.
was
Can I re-roll it?
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
Do I just use one to re-roll it?
Yeah. I love that.
I
Hey,
feel
what,
like I could have just cashed in 5 and then hoped that Sean would let me do the speak friend and enter a little bit and see if
That
that
is
would have
true.
gotten us in.
Man,
I got
that would be funny.
a 22.
Ooh.
22. Okay. You. Make sure I read
Yeah, how the fuck do these things work?
specifics of this spell.
Sean's
no,
clicking
of,
over a spell
of
detail.
a
that says
different spell. It's not the one you cast. It's the one I
You roll
cast.
if they roll a 20. Would you roll 22?
Something
If they roll
different and way
21, they
cooler.
die.
No, I was just reading the particulars of the thing I wrote. Made sure I
no.
didn't fuck up. So, as you hold the sword aloft and cast magic, hoping to dispel this spell, it seems to take hold.
Oh, hell yeah!
Let's go.
And as Brothos swings into the door, there is an explosion of glass inward
Oh no!
across this room as
Oh.
the wooden door crumples to pieces under the weight of his hammer.
Oh, you
just
did it,
hit
Brothos.
it hard enough.
I feel bad. That was
Wow.
a nice door.
Easy.
What's
What's not your fault, Barney?
It's not going to be mended.
Okay. Does anyone have make door?
No.
That's spell? Does that
Technically,
matter?
We can put a tarp up after we leave.
Under renovation? Is that what's?
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice tower.
Yeah,
Let's
what's
be
inside?
careful.
What do we see?
I walk
Yes.
in.
Immediately on the interior of this room is a dark circular chamber. The opposite side from where you entered, there is a wooden solid door built into the wall with a circular opener. And surrounding you is a strange collection of books and tomes scattered across a large table. There are a number of charts that don't look like any sort of seafaring or skyfaring or even terrestrial charts.
Nice.
You would see a number of these seem to be of the night sky and different constellations. There is a large telescope sort of resting on a stand to one side of the door, thankfully not destroyed by the explosion inward of wooden shrapnel.
Oh, jeez.
Whoopsie.
And probably the strangest structure in this room is a large, almost chandelier type fixture hanging from the ceiling that has these 7 concentric.
Yeah.
Is that the word for it? Yeah, I got it right. Concentric rings that radius out from a center light fixture that currently is not giving off any glow. These concentric circles sort of sit in different angles of askew from each other, giving it this sort of weird, chaotic, ring-like structure. Anyone who wants to can give me a history check. Actually.
I love
You guys can take it. It's history. It's fine.
So go ahead.
Yona.
Yona, get the fuck in here.
All right.
13.
Guidance.
13.
He's 3. Oh,
Yeah.
not bad.
Who's
I
true?
got a-
My stream.
I got a 25.
Barney, you still at home?
Nisha's pupils blow out just a little bit more.
You just have like Scalara.
Yeah.
It covers the whole thing. Okay. That's gonna be a 24.
24. Okay. Nisha, what did you get? Sorry.
25. No big
5.
deal.
I was going to say, I thought that number was a little bit higher than Yona's. Both of you will know this.
Shouldn't have given.
Did you roll a natural 20 so we can open the giveaway?
I can roll. If you give me advantage, I can roll again.
No,
I got it.
you can take advantage if you want to. Don't fucking come at me.
Things have taken a turn.
Sorry. There is...
Oh, no.
Both of you know this for different reasons. Yona, you've found many different interests and topics to dig into in your time at the archives. So stumbling upon this information isn't necessarily strange or abstract for your history. Nisha, one of the members of the inner circle who you often found yourself in the presence of for various different reasons, had an interest in astronomy and droned on at lengths about it time and time again. Both of you know this section of this facet hanging from the center room ceiling is a makeup of the planets surrounding the one you're currently on. A number of different planets, 7 to be exact. And you know this to be the model of the sphere you exist in. Within the astral plane. Spelljammer shit.
Fuck, Spelljammer.
Yes. This is the planetary model for essentially this planet's solar system.
Does
Do
everything
I have any
look
stuff
like-
on horoscopes?
No.
Damn it.
Does everything look like it's in the right place in the diagram? Just to check.
Ooh, good follow-up, good follow-up.
To your understanding, yes. There seem to be 7 rings, each one signifying the different celestial bodies that exist in this sphere. What's happening?
Sorry, it's stupid. You said 7 rings. I thought of the Ariana Grande song.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what you're referring
I
to.
see
Gee,
it.
thanks.
okay.
Just
I like
bought
it.
it.
I want it. I got it.
Cat
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, cat.
Yeah.
from
cat.
Victorious does music.
From
I don't think
Victorious.
so.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I've never heard them sing on that show.
No, Cat from Sam and Cat, obviously.
So,
Too old for all of this.
no, it's it's right up my alley. As you look around this room, you also notice that there is, amongst like the different shelves and furnishings that are sort of haphazardly placed, not like an interior designer came through and fixed this place up, but like someone just finding places to store things in a circular fashion as to not, get in the way of the walking about this interior space. You see a large furnishing that seems to be covered in a large sort of cloth or tarp-like material. But everything to your first examination has been untouched for some time.
Can I lift that tarp and look underneath it?
You walk over.
I do. I would like to say I can see invisible things. I can
Sure.
see invisible things.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
but can you see under a tarp though?
I lift the
I
tarp.
don't have X-ray vision
I
now,
got
do
X-ray
we?
vision on that.
Okay. As you step into this room, you do so, and you continue.
Okay. All right.
You reach over and pull the tarp off of this probably 6 or 7 foot tall
He
piece of furniture.
he looks underneath it first to like make sure it's not anything cool, not anything weird, so that he can then step back and do the like really dramatic like and pull it off.
I don't want to be looking at any cool shit in here. As you peek under, you are surprised to immediately see your own face in a mirror.
Oh fuck!
Your
That
soul's been
scared the
trapped.
shit out of me.
It's a big Barney vat where they've been cloning you.
Oh no! You look on the
you
back
pull-
of Barney's neck and it says like 7. And you're like, oh, you're the 7th clone.
I pull some Stranger Things shit. You pull the tarp away, revealing a incredibly large standing mirror that is almost undecorative, you would say. It is incredibly strange that this object would be located where it currently is in this, what you can only assume is an observatory for stargazing. It would be very weird to have a mirror this large in this room. Almost like it's intentionally supposed to be jarring.
I look on the other side.
Make an investigation check.
Anything on the back of that bad boy?
I'll never tell.
What the heck?
19.
Oh, shit, that's so much. Sorry.
He's me, your romance partner.
There is, on the back side where this sort of, why can't I think of it? Like a stand would be holding this thing in place. Behind the framework of that stand, you can see very light runic engraving along the back part of this mirror.
Oh, wow, it's got decorations back here.
What
Can I
languages
read
do you
them?
speak?
Barney speaks Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Orc.
Nice. You can read this. This is Orcish.
It's Orcish!
Oh, nice! I love that shit.
Yes!
Let's go.
Just made Sloane's entire weekend.
Yes!
I'm just fucking with you. It's Goblin.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that. This is an Orcish inscription. It says, "To the heavens let my voice be heard."
Megaphone.
He reads it out loud as he reads.
As you read it aloud, the rest of you, as Barney is looking at the back of this mirror,
Speaking in
you-
Orcish.
you hear the mirror begin speaking in Orcish.
It took
You
Barney.
see, as the reflection of the room, and you are all looking at your own reflections in this mirror, it begins to almost frost over with some sort of icy covering or just some sort of opaque nature takes over the glass. And as it crosses and then begins to fade, you are staring at a very similar image. You can tell it's the same room, but at a different point in time, where the light coming through today is a cloudy gray light. In the reflection of this room, you see a bright, vibrant spring morning. You see that the clutter and disorganization and dust has given way to a very busy and probably actively used space where tomes and papers are strewn about the wall and desk behind this mirror's direct viewpoint. And standing in the mirror, which once held your reflections, is a slightly older-looking half-orc male. These sort of well-kept braids of long grayed, dark gray hair, and the very well-kept side mutton chops that have begun to also gray over time. A very wizened face through both experience and looks to be a fair amount of adventuring or combat. There are a good number of scars. One of the teeth, their tusks, is broken off halfway through. There is despite that view that you see, this person holds themselves very friendly and warm towards, you assume, him in the mirror. They are dressed in very fine, proper clothes, something you haven't seen anyone else wear in this town, and speaks of fashion from pretty far away. They appear in this mirror, and Barney, you would begin to hear this, not necessarily seeing this sight. You would hear this figure say, "If you're listening to this, then I'm afraid the mist has captured my memory. It is unfortunate, but what can we do, right? We can try our best. The shawl should have protected you, but should you find your memory lapsing, I have taken the necessary precautions and kept a journal of our time here so that you may refresh yourself should you need to catch back up in case of such an event. Now, I have taken every precaution to make sure that that does not fall into the wrong hands, as is our credo. So, use your methods, our methods, and find whatever information you might need. Best of luck, and try not to let this happen again. And with that, the image fades to the normal mirror.
So sad this dude is dead. He sounds so cool.
That's amazing.
Barney does, like, he's got his head back there reading the thing out loud, but when he hears the voice, he kind of like, oh! And, like, hits his head on the mirror as he tries to come back around.
Yeah. And while that was written in Orcish, the whole thing was said in Common. Just so there's no need to, like, translate or anything like that. He was speaking Common.
That guy looks really cool.
We didn't get taken by the mist.
He said the shell.
Say the shell or the shawl?
Shawl.
He said shawl.
Shaw?
And you can see the clothing he was wearing. There was a sort of very ornate shawl he was wearing.
Oh.
Do we see that anywhere in the room?
You do not.
Didn't he say something about a journal?
Yeah, journals.
Yeah, he did mention that.
Let's look around. But if it's a shawl, Jesus, I hope they didn't bury him or something, or burn it, or...
Hey, maybe there's a rocking chair at the bottom of the tower that's just sitting there
with a shawl on it.
With a shawl on it.
All right,
if it does come up, they did mention they buried him, but...
Oh, I really don't want it to have dead corpse juice on it.
We've got some necklaces still that help too.
I think that, yeah, I feel like the necklaces should probably do the trick.
And listen, I'm good for a bit of breaking and entering, but I don't know how I feel about...
Rub that grave!
Rub that grave!
Dren, stop it.
Only if we have to.
Sorry.
Only if we have
carried
to.
away.
Let's look at the journals first.
Right, let's check out the books in here.
Books.
Yeah. Can we split apart and look?
Sure. Everyone can make different investigation or perception checks depending on what you are hoping to do.
I have a question for when that replay was coming up,
Sure.
when that was being recorded. If it was possible to see in the background of where that was set up, did it look like the chandelier was in any different position?
It did not. That's a good question. It did not look like
Okay.
it had been changed. It looks like it's more decorative than purposeful currently.
That's still rad.
I guess I'll do a perception check since that's what I'm good at.
Okay.
With my... Why are you laughing?
Well, they give you different things. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but I'll get the things that are perception based, and all the people who have, like, fantasy Adderall going on can
I'll
get things that are
investigate.
intelligent.
Yeah, I need some of that shit.
That was such a cut. All the people with fantasy Adderall.
Fantasy Adderall.
Got that real life shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Dirty
Brothos-
20.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Brothos.
No,
I keep interrupting you.
No, not at all.
What's up?
I'm just gonna. He's gonna like stand there until they all start looking at things, and then he's just gonna slide over to the door and try and look into the hallway.
Nice.
Okay.
You bitch.
So, what's everyone else looking at then?
I was investigating, searching through the book.
Okay.
Can I use history for anything?
Sure. You can use history for a number of things in this room.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just whatever seems historic in here, I'll check out.
You can do that as well if you'd like to, Nisha.
I got a
I was
perception
just
check
sad because I
of
rolled a
20.
2, so
Okay. Well,
that's only a 14.
Void myself.
14 for your investigation.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Makes a
28.
grumpy face.
28 for history.
History.
Very nice. Okay.
I read a book.
You did read a book. So, I've got a book for that. That's Yona's background feat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use shenanigans. But I feel like I
librarian.
read this in a book.
Yeah,
It just cuts back to me just going like,
There's a background that has like I've got a tail for that or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like probably like that sounds like a D&D thing.
But yours would be I've read a book about that. So, dirty 20 for perception?
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Looking around this room, there are a number of very strange and almost misplaced items. At least you would say that they don't belong there, but it doesn't seem like the person who placed them there had much care for furnishing or layout. With a dirty 20, you would see that this mirror definitely was not originally in this room. It was moved some time ago. You assume probably around the time that message was recorded.
Yeah. Got it.
That might explain some of the strangeness with why it is so awkwardly placed in this room.
Yeah.
And
Got it.
listening to the message, you would also know its intentionality with that is to goad someone who forgot why they put it there into investigating it and figuring out what it's all about. You would also notice, with a dirty 20 actually, you would notice that the space you saw once you came around to the front side of this mirror in the recording is surprisingly sparse, books-wise, from what you've seen now. There are still tomes here. There are still piles of books across the desktop, but there are surprisingly fewer books.
In the earlier one.
No, now, than the earlier. The earlier one was packed full of
Oh.
books. The desk was almost like you couldn't fit more books on that desk. Here and now, it looks really sparse for someone who just passed away one day.
I'm kind of wondering why there are so few books here now. It seemed like there were a lot more before.
Maybe he moved them?
Maybe.
Yeah, if they're stored here, because I mean, there's obviously like the rest of the tower, so they've been
Right, maybe
moved
they're
elsewhere.
in, like, trunks or something.
Because I think from what they said at the bar, no one came in here after he passed, right?
No.
So this would have been his doing.
Yeah. Maybe I can go take a look and see if I can find any more. Brothos and I. Brothos?
In that time, Brothos, you tried to sneak out the door?
Just quietly open it and take a look-a-loo.
Yeah. I'm not going to have you roll a stealth check, and I'm not going to have, anyone else roll perception. You probably notice after a short while he's not there. If he goes further,
As excellently roleplayed by Sloan.
You would open the door slightly, just this sort of like ring handle that you just pull. No lock on the interior.
Oh, God.
I did that with my feet.
Impressive
how.
Foley work.
Dog, you need some lotion. You're gonna start
Nah.
a fire.
No. That's why I keep them like that, nice and crispy for sound effects. I'm kidding, those sound tails. My feet are great. As you open the door,
I got great pictures and prove it.
my feet are fucking great. You see a staircase that seems to go down into your left in a spiraling fashion, almost like it's curving around the outside of that tower structure. You do not see an up, because you assume you're on the highest floor. But there is a way down.
I touch the wall to my right to make sure that it is solid.
Damn it, you got me. It's a solid wall.
Good. Why do I feel like I'm being judged from beyond?
No, it is a good check. I did say that in a very suspicious way.
You said the suspect thing. Okay. Hey guys, I'm going to take a look.
Yeah.
I told you I was going.
getting mad at me. Okay, bye.
Oh my god!
What? Go ahead. Okay.
It's the equivalent of asking one parent and then asking the other. Okay, so you begin to head down your stairs?
Slowly and carefully.
Good
Yes.
to know.
And
Okay.
double slowly. Double careful.
Now, while Brothos has disappeared for the meantime, Nisha, you rolled a 15? 14?
14.
14 for investigation. There isn't a lot to investigate. And that's not that 14 isn't horrible. There's just not a lot in this room. And sort of piecing together what Barney's saying and what you see around you, it does look like there are areas where things were removed. Not just on the tables. As you begin to look further around the room with Barney's information, you see that weirdly, like, books are just removed haphazardly from different parts of the bookshelf. Things are just missing. Even if you were to put every book on that bookshelf, there would be a number of empty spaces.
Right. And they're just like, the spaces are left empty, right?
Yes, it doesn't look like there's anything there.
Is there any, like, rhyme or rhythm to the way that these books have been removed or displayed?
I would say with the 14, you're not finding any necessarily pattern or anything to the way they're organized. And it's hard to do without the missing pieces.
Yeah. That makes sense. I had something else I was going to ask. I have completely...
Feel free to.
Weird. That's strange.
Okay.
Any
there it
cool
is.
books?
Any cool books?
Yeah, anything cool?
There are a number of different tomes about astrology. There are a number of different tomes about specifically enchantment magic. You get the sense that probably has something to do with the nature of this place. There are a number of tomes just about magic in general, sort of like a stash you assume a practitioner would have.
Right.
Roll another investigation check, actually.
Another?
Yeah.
We're eating good tonight. We're eating great tonight. That's a 29.
29. Fantastic. As you are combing through these different books and looking very intensely at the information that has been housed here, you find one tome that seems to have been misplaced. Almost like it fell behind a piece of furniture and wasn't seen for a while. It is a book specifically going over long-range location spells. Things to help search a wide area in a small amount of time. It looks like this book was possibly here to teach someone how to find something they were looking for. And with a 29, you would recognize that no other book in this room has a similar subject matter.
Interesting. Nisha grabs that book, plops down, and begins to speed read.
Okay.
No preamble. It's like, yeah, all right. And
Sounds good. Yona, I believe you got a history check of 20-something?
28, yeah.
28. Shit, that's good. As you are looking over the different sections of this room and hearing the different call-outs of information found by your other two, and Brothos seems oddly quiet. There is something that just snaps in the back of your head. Not snaps. You don't go insane. I realize I said that kind of weird. I'm doing this shit. It's something about that planetary mobile above your head. It's something that you don't remember where you found this information. One of your many lectures you sat in on about astrology and cosmology and all this different subject matter. Two celestial bodies in the sphere you reside in long ago collided with each other. Essentially, two planets merged into one celestial form. So technically, there should only be 6 rings. There are 7 planets.
When that happened?
This would have happened probably thousands of years ago from your perspective.
Gotcha. And on the rings that are here, can I see where the two that had collided run into like place together? Because I guess how the rings would go around, they can't physically get like they don't move, right?
Would you like to fuck around with it?
I'd like to find out. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'd like
Yeah.
to get the if it's too high up, I can use the mage hands. Like
It does sit pretty high off the ground.
yeah.
From the image you saw, this person was very tall, so they probably intentionally put it up that high so it doesn't hit them in the face every time they walk
Yeah,
through
that's
this room.
true. That's true. So yeah, I can mage hand and try and move them around and see
Sure.
if they run into each other. If I can break it, but not really break it.
As you take those two, or you take one of the rings, the two planetoids would be on the furthest 2 rings out. Cordon and Nesvala were the 2 planets that collided with each other. And you pull on the Cordon ring, and it actually comes off of the structure quite easily.
And I just have it.
You're holding this sort of brass metal ring.
Okay. Looking at where the planet is, does anything like come apart from it, or like where the planet is on there?
Make an investigation check.
I shall. I'm gonna guide myself. Hey, yeah. That was so close to a natural 20. It rolled off of it and went to an 8.
I almost got that giveaway over again.
So it went to an 8. That's gonna be 15.
Okay, 15. On this very close inspection of this ring, looking at where the planet is essentially modeled to be on this ring, this sort of round, red, circular structure that bulges out on the edges of this otherwise perfect ring, there is a small section of the planet that almost looks like an indent. As you press it, the ring almost unhinges or unfurls like a... I swear to God, I didn't plan this.
Treasure planet, treasure.
Like a wrestling belt.
Oh yeah, brother.
It isn't the same size, but it does have these 2 long struts with this sort of spherical...
Clasp at the center.
Yeah. I didn't plan for that to happen. It just sort
2
of
celestial planets colliding.
God damn it!
It's Sunday, we're going to smash them together. Oh,
Cage match. Anyway, continue.
I'll never be free.
Something bonesaw.
As you hold that, Brothos, we're going to jump over to you again.
Oh.
You come down the stairs very carefully, very quietly. So posh. You find a small doorway, similar to the one you just left, closed, to your left, and a continuation of the stairs circular around this structure.
I'm going in here. Okay. And then I slowly turn the door handle and I open.
Okay. Pushing it in, you are greeted with a somewhat familiar vantage to you. You've seen this room, but from a different angle. This is the bedroom that you observed from the cliffside earlier yesterday. The four-post bed with its very, very nice four-poster bed and very elegantly furnished from what you've seen upstairs. It looks like this, being less of a workspace, is a lot more cared for in how it looks and sort of feels to live in.
I would like to look around for anything that seems out of place.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Or a perception check. Different information, but you have both at your disposal.
I'll start with perception.
Good call.
Can I spend to re-roll?
Of course you can.
Because that was a critical fail.
Open the giveaway!
Can we?
Is it only if we...
Can we still
Close the giveaway.
Can we open
No.
it?
Yeah, open it anyways.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, it's for either or, right?
Yeah. Open that giveaway.
Yeah. We it
still
doesn't
take
get
the
open
reroll.
that
I'm not
often.
the
even
reroll.
fucking kidding you. The second roll's a natural 20.
Open it for 10 minutes.
Open it.
Yes.
Give everyone wins the giveaway. That was the rule.
That was
No,
on the
that's not
same
true.
dice
Legally,
and
that's not true.
everything.
Wow, that was a roller coaster.
Roller
So
coaster.
we keep it open for 2 minutes for one. Let's keep it open 5 minutes for both of them. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right,
5
so go ahead
minutes.
to hashtag WM in the chat if you want to get into the giveaway. We're pulling soon, at the end of this session, actually.
Thank you, dice.
Get in
Also,
there.
congratulate and console Josh for rolling a 1 and then rolling a 20. So
Yeah.
just
Good job.
Give me
Josh.
pity
Pretty
and
magic.
kindness.
get in the comments.
Get in the comments.
That is a 26 on a natty 20 for perception.
26. Okay. With a perception check that beautiful, I'm just going to straight out tell you. This room has been very carefully tossed. Someone has gone through this room and put it back with meticulous effort. You can tell that there are certain ways that the furniture has been left that denote someone moved it and then pushed it back in a way that they remember seeing it that way. Like the worn sections on the floor are just ever so slightly off from where a piece of furniture would sit and block sun rays. It is the oddest but uncanny sense you pick up on that this room has been tampered with by someone who did not live here. That is evident to you in your time in this room.
Someone has been here. I would like to investigate further to see if I can find clues as to who.
Okay, go ahead and roll another investigation check.
I'm not.
They said
I got a
no
1
one-
and a 20 out of you. Do I do it? I'll do it.
More giveaway.
Oh, that's not bad, right? Yeah, that's a 17 plus 1, I think, because I'm Brothos the Bold. Let's see.
Brothos
So if you do
the
this
smart.
3 times back to back to back, we just leave it open till the end of the stream.
More like Brothos the brain.
18.
Nice.
18. Very good. I should probably mention that if you've already entered the giveaway for the whole session, you only get the 1 entry.
Yeah.
Sorry, that should have been clarified earlier. But more people get to enter each time. So, with your 18 investigation, which is really good for Brothos. Really good for anybody, really. But
For Brothos, it's particularly.
Bro,
yes.
this.
Oh, I thought you were saying more than just his
No,
name.
nothing important. Just me being a stupid idiot, as usual.
Listen, that's how I run this game. So, as you're looking around this room, there are strange abnormalities you keep finding that just prove further that someone has taken stuff from this room. There's like barely any clothing. There are no accessories is how I would say it. The half-orc gentleman you saw in that reflection had these ornate pieces of jewelry, possibly a few signet rings of some kind. The shawl you saw him wearing and mentioned, nowhere to be found here either. There are a number of just strange things missing from a dead man's house.
Oh my god.
But there is no evidence for who may have done it.
Okay. And there doesn't look to be like any secret hiding spots or anything like that in here either, right?
Not right now, no.
Okay. I slowly back out of the room, raising my hands like I'm trying not to fuck anything up, and slowly close the door. And then...
Brothos.
Guys! You're not going to believe... Whoa, what's that? There's like the thing that Yona's got.
Yeah, Yona's holding like that championship belt.
I'm gonna say if it looks like it's like someone who's moving stuff around like they don't own it, but if he loses his memory, he doesn't know where he puts stuff until he gets his memory back from the mirror. So wouldn't he just be putting stuff back where he thinks he thought he left it last? If he gets his memory refreshed every day, like 50 First Dates, that's the only memory loss movie I can think of at the moment. Like, I feel like that's how that works, right?
You lost me when you started talking.
Okay, so he loses, like, he owns...
Is this in character?
You lost me.
This is me.
Yeah.
This is me. This is Matthew. This is
Okay.
This is
Okay, I was
Denkles.
gonna say, you can't say this is me and have us know
This
which
is
character.
real.
I
guys.
feel like
Exactly what I'm supposed to be.
My brain's
he
running
didn't
a mile.
necessarily lose his memory. Like, we don't know if that happened to him.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, if that does happen, and he comes back and he has like a built-in like countermeasure of like, hey, so you lost your memory. Here's what you do. Put this chair here. Like, if he doesn't remember, and it looks like someone's rifling through things, but it's him doing it without knowing his proper procedures for stuff. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like-
Yes.
Yeah.
Josh, are you going to tell us what you
Yes.
found?
Yes, that's cool. Guys.
Neato.
I took a look downstairs because books are boring, and
You're here?
I found the bedroom. And it's crazy. Somebody has been in here and been through this person's stuff. Like, it's been cased very, very, very carefully. Like, you know how when we're looting a person's, like, leftover belongings, we, like, kind of make a mess and leave stuff everywhere? This is the opposite of that.
Wow.
Books are super boring, and turns carefully so his back is facing.
Is he okay?
So, like someone's been here?
Yeah, somebody's been here. Other than the lost dead orc man and us, somebody has been here at some point in time.
Everyone make me an intelligence check. Just very quickly.
Even
I'm
me?
fine with not making it since I'm heavily distracted.
That's fine. You don't have to. This is just if you want
13.
to. 13.
7.
14.
14. A 13 and a 14. As Brothos is saying this, a piece of the conversation you had with Vi begins to resonate. And it's one of those pieces of a conversation that you hear one way and interpreted another way later. Vi said they buried him, and when they went back to check on the tower, it was sealed. That was the exact wording they used to describe what happened with the structure.
Barney.
It's
Barney's gonna reach for his bucket.
Okay.
And
As you do that, can you make me a perception check?
is there an invisible creature in here?
You
Can I
don't-
use my advantage?
You sure?
Do I get any advantage with the
Make sure to mark it
championship
down. Oh wait, you mean for your cloak? Yeah,
For my cloak. I just want to make sure it's sight-based. 24.
You
perception.
actually only get to make this check because of your cloak. As you have that thought and reach for your bucket, a small sphere of light appears in the middle of the room to you and only you.
Oh, shit. Fuck. No, god damn it. I can't cast Dispel Magic again.
What are you talking about?
There's a sensor. There's a sensor. Right there. And Barney runs up to it and, like, puts his finger up in it.
Oh,
can he, like, clap his hands around it?
As soon as you do that, it vanishes.
Fuck. Shit. Someone saw us.
What does that mean? Okay.
I don't know.
Does that mean that there's someone in here?
Maybe? Shit.
Or at least
Shit.
someone's looking?
The abjuration spell that was
the
on the
door's
tower,
broken.
right? Like, I bet that was kind of like when we took it off. Maybe the alarm went off, and maybe it kept, like, divination things from happening.
Or someone at least knew that we were here and went to look for us, right?
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna cast a spell. I want to know who is in here. I'm gonna slap down. Watch my back. Because somebody knows that we're here. I'm gonna put the bucket down and I'm gonna put my head in it. Cast scry.
Okay, you're gonna scry on this room?
I scry on this location.
You can't scry in the past or future.
I can. I thought I could do a time-based thing.
No, scry doesn't let you see into the past.
Oh, that's me then. I'm silly. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. That would be rad.
Could you scry on who was scrying on us?
Now listen.
No.
You've got some shenanigans.
5
Brian.
shenanigans.
I'm gonna say
Trace
there's
the
some
callback.
off-brand spell
Trace the
spell
callback.
usage I'm seeing.
I swear to God, I thought that there was a spell that let you do that.
Hey,
There is
shenanigan
a knowledge cleric ability that allows you to see past instances from the object's point of view. If it was
My
in the
bad.
room.
My bad. Okay.
No, that's totally fair.
God, knowledge clerics are so
Can I try to use my scrying to trace the call?
If you would like to spend the shenanigan points, you can try to off-label spellcast your scrying to see into the past.
Yeah.
Should I
Oh, wait,
try and
are
do
you-
it to see into the past or
I
see
think you should
who's
see
looking
scrying.
at us?
I think that's more interesting. Is
You want to try and trace the call?
Trace
Trace
the call.
Yes.
Oh, it's coming from inside the house, brother.
Um,
You got 3.
how many
Some
points?
time.
I have 5 points. Do you want all 5 of my points?
I think that's the.
That's
think based on the
if you
rulings
want to
of it.
just succeed on doing this and scry on the person scrying, that's 5 points. If you
Do
want to
it.
attempt it, I believe it's 3 for off-label spell.
Cash them
usage.
in. Cash them in.
Cash 'em
Ka-ching.
in.
Let's get
Fuck.
them in.
Everybody
So-
wants me to do it, so I'm gonna
Do
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, ooh, I love it. This is
Spicy.
awesome. Okay,
And we can't combine ours. Like I can't throw one to Barney to be like, here, I'll chip in for the shenanigan.
no.
Yeah, I'm good. I've got it.
Can I use 5
Don't even
shenanigans
worry.
to chip in my one?
No. This shenanigans is not bullshit.
There's a fine line.
It's
As
a very
the-
fine line.
As the little sensor winks out, he like reaches for it, is gonna try and scry.
Okay. You almost like
that.
grab
Just
it
grab it and look right back.
in
Shove
the
it
last
in your
second,
bucket.
shove it in your bucket, and then put your.
Ah, that's so
Okay.
good.
All right, now
We're so good at this game, guys.
We are.
Insane.
Now you know what? You use your 5 points. I'm not even gonna roll a saving throw. Here we go.
What's their IP address? Tell me.
You.
Trace the call.
It's abrupt. It is a different magic than you are used to. It is a very practiced and mechanical, mathematic sort of magic that you are tracing back. Not that you are using, that you are following back to its source. And it is very alien to you in the way you cast spells. This person is clearly practiced and very, very good at what they're doing.
All right.
You follow.
Oh no.
I
You were just saying it's not
I
what
didn't
I'm
say
used
your
to.
spells are dog shit.
No. I was just making a joke.
But
How do I put this?
no, I'm kidding. You can tell that this is someone who is drawing from a source of magic much different than yours, is what I
Yes.
was trying to get across.
Yes.
As you follow this back, you are pulled miles and miles from this location. Northwards. I need you to make me a survival check to try and figure out where it's pulling you.
Survival?
Coordinates.
Do I do have advantage on that because of Calcifer? Does that...
That's survival for plants.
Oh, plants only. Okay, never mind then.
You're good.
I see that.
Oh, I got a 19! That's a 25!
Yeah.
Let's go.
You got a 19?
On the die, so that's a 25.
What's a guy got to do to cheat around? I mean, So you got a 19 on the die for a total of,
25.
25. Okay, let me pull some stuff up here because we're going off book.
Ooh!
Off the script, off the rails.
Off the rails.
He said that thing.
That's a wrap on season 1, guys.
All right, my ears hurt.
Oh.
So, you are pulled far, far to the north. You find yourself traveling downwards on a city built of concentric circles. A very planned location. One that has been meticulously thought through in its design. The city of Valis Manir. You are pulled almost directly to the center of these concentric rings to the Institute, where Yona was once a resident.
Oh no.
You find yourself pulled into a very well-appointed office, high in one of the tallest towers of this institution. A small halfling woman sitting at a desk seems to shake herself from a spell she's recently cast. A deep sigh and a furrowed brow as she speaks to herself and says, "Well, that's unexpected. I knew sooner or later someone would pass the ward, but I didn't think it would be them. Interesting." And you see them sort of flick their hand, and a small object floats across the room. Something you recognize as a sending stone. You can see a number of them are lined on the opposite wall from them. And as one floats over to them, they hold it in front of them and they say, "Could you bring me the files on Yona? I need to research something." And they seem to receive a response that you cannot hear. And the stone is thrown back across the room and floats back to the location from whence it sat. There is a moment of silence and incredible contemplation on this person's face. But there is a practiced concealment of it. And after what you assume to be 30 seconds to a minute of just silent thought and a mind racing, you hear, "Very well. You shall have to be dealt with very carefully." Looks like I'm going on a field trip. And that is where your spell ends.
With the frizz? No way.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh! Son of a bitch!
Bro, who? Halfling who? Matt, do you know this person?
Nah.
Matt, is that your ex? Matt, is that your ex? You
No.
motherfucker.
No.
Okay.
You know
good.
exactly who that is.
I do?
Who is
Well,
that?
you might not know, but
Yeah, I
Yona
don't know.
does.
Yona does, I don't.
That is Shamira Kelwind, the headmaster of the Septarian
Jesus
Institute.
Christ.
Bro!
Okay, sorry, I do know who that is.
They have a file on you, motherfucker!
They know where you are.
He's a student, though. I wouldn't have a file on him.
We did a whoopsie.
A file?
We did
But
a-
they
you-
know Have they been following us?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Could be anything.
I don't like it.
I
don't like it.
You know.
Holy shit.
Hey, you traced the call.
I like it.
Maybe they're coming to congratulate us on a job well done.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out.
Before.
Oh, I was so curious
You're
about
going to
what's going on
school?
with the little.
Also,
with the
that's
What if? Okay, but name of the episode. The call is coming from inside the institute.
That's
That's
a very poignant and precise episode title.
Yes.
Yona's gonna get expelled.
School of
Yona
Hard
gets
Rock.
expelled.
yeah, Schoolhouse Rocks. Yeah, exactly. Because the
Schoolhouse
rocks are where it's good. Yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, that's it.
good.
That's it.
We
Write
could
it
talk
down.
about this at some other time, but we got a giveaway to do.
We do.
Before we go anywhere, guys,
my
hey, thanks for
God.
joining us. Be sure to tune in next week for the continuation of the story. But
my god.
for now, giveaway.
Guys, can I
Would
get
you
a
like to give
drum
some
roll,
advice?
please?
Oh.
Also, okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna draw it. Boom.
Collect.
Hillminator! You won!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Hill.
Hell
Hill,
yeah.
I'm gonna message you in a little bit to get some information from you. If you can have
Yeah.
a preferred email address, we'll pass that on to our friends at Wormwood Gaming, and they'll get you squared away.
Wormwood.
Congratulations! Oh
Not
my
Wormwood.
God! What
Wooded
the
Meadows.
fuck is wrong
Wooded
with
Meadows, same initials.
We're
It's
Wooded Meadows Gaming.
I'm so sorry. Wooded Meadows.
scared for me.
They're amazing.
Higher quality and better people.
Really good.
I don't know
people.
that.
Go
but
check out
I
Wooded
do know
Meadows.
these are good people. And you
Good
should-
ingredients.
Better
good
pizza.
pizza.
Nice.
No?
these are,
Wood.
like, super pleasant.
I don't
Wood.
know.
Oh yeah, yes. Hey,
Buy
we're
their
killing it.
candles, buy their dice. Wooded Meadow Gaming.
Guys, none of this
There we
could
go.
happen without our friends over at Soundtail.
Soundtail.
Because they apparently still want to be involved with us. I don't know why, given all of this. Soundtail brings all that amazing ambiance to our games there. Yeah. Guys, you can get a copy of the app for yourselves. If you click on that link in chat, you can go over, get yourself. It goes on your phone, it goes on your computer, it goes on your iPad. It's good stuff. It's very fun. They got peer-to-peer sharing. We highly recommend you check out Soundtail. Of course, I'd be remiss not to... God, this music is fucking spooky, Soundtail. I'd be remiss not to mention our good friends and affiliates over at Found Familiar Coffee. Use code WELCOME when checking out to get 10% off your order, and then you too can get... 10%. Oh, you can taste initiative and get 10% off your order with that. Both of those things can happen. Crafty Gamer, also a friend of ours. Look at that stuff Matt has. They make good stuff. The link is in chat. Look at it. Look at those coasters and those candles and stuff. Check out Crafty Gamer. And of course, Weston makes our intro song for this show. There's a bunch of free music over on his Patreon, so go check that out. Sean, over to you.
Well, I would like to thank all of our fantastic moderators here on the channel for being such a wonderful part of our community and making sure we can actually do this show, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to. Specifically, shout out to Hawkeye, who's been killing it in chat all night, keeping up with our announcements and making sure everyone who comes into chat is, nice and friendly, but also that they're having a good time and they're being welcome. So thank you very much. We can't do the show without you.
Thanks, mods. It's a hard job.
It's a hard knock job for you.
For mods. Okay, that too.
Anyways, sorry.
Cruising on down Main Street.
All right, and with that, we're gonna raid another TTRPG channel, my friends. So stick with us. Bye.
Bye.